Absolutely down bad. I wish I could use a different descriptor, truly, than like down bad, because it's not a descriptor I particularly love. But I don't really think there's any other way to describe kind of what we have going on in my team in general today. My team proper is rough. It's rough stuff. Boy, oh boy. Let me tell you. So there's a lot of, I want to say hype. I don't even want to say hype, just a lot of acceptance to what we had going on this entire week. Like, yeah, we knew they were taking a Friday promo and just kind of dragging it out through the entirety of the week, which is, although lazy, I don't think the worst thing in the world. It's not a sin that deserves like corporal punishment or anything of that nature. But boy, was I not expecting this on the final day. So, to get the fast break reward, Drexler and Draymond, who you could make the frankly psychotic, because there is like a 2K psychosis that I think people get into where they think that you need to be good at a game to be rewarded in any way, shape, or form, or you need to be good to have fun, which I think is a uniquely 2K psychosis. I mean, there's other games that are like that too, but most of the time they don't really care. Like, people just don't care. So they added like an abundance of objectives to get Clyde and Draymond. See, before you just had to do these little grinds and you get like the players in general. And they weren't really that bad. Win 15 triple threat games is kind of rough, but whatever. So today they added a bunch to get Drexler, which, like I said, you can make the case like Drexler shouldn't be easy, Draymond shouldn't be easy. Shut up. So 1 steal, 5 assists with a point guard in the game, get a triple-double, which I'll be honest, man, I absolutely despise having to get triple-doubles, like being forced to. And not just this game, but any NBA 2K experience, because it's just like monotonous, man. It's just such a tedious thing that you have to do. So frustrating. I mean, it's doable, obviously, but it's just like, I don't know, man. It's so boring having to get triple doubles, like being forced to get a card, especially when it's like 2 days, which I'll talk about. Score 50 fast break points with Ruby and up players, which most people have a Ruby and up player, but some people don't. So it's just kind of like, oh, well, now it's completely gate capped. I can't get these cards if I don't have a Ruby player, so if I didn't grind super hard. 75 assists with Ruby and up players over multiple games. 1 block, 5 assists with a center in a game, which, dude, if you know anything about trying to get blocks this year, blocks are the most inconsistent part of this game. Completely. Like, they're such an inconsistent part of this experience. Like, you could play the best defense of your entire life for an entire game and not get a block against a CPU or a real human. It's actually easier to get a block against a human than it is a CPU. I guarantee it. 25 points with Cookin players in the game. Once again, not very hard, just quite tedious. Win 10 clutch time online, domination, unlimited, or salary cap wins, which, fun fact, I won a clutch time offline game right before I started streaming this, and it didn't count. For some reason. And let's talk about the packs too, because that's another whole thing. So this entire week, they were 4,000 MT for the packs, like each one was. Now, I hate to do this thing where I'm like, yeah, see, I was right. Haha. Ice and veins, I was right. But yeah, literally I was talking about this yesterday on stream if you were in here. I was like, there's no way there's still 4,000 when we wake up tomorrow. It's just not going to happen, man. And obviously when they dropped 4 Ammies, I was like, yeah, they're not going to be 4,000. Now what they could have done is remain them on 4,000 and just made the pack odds terrible. That was a very doable thing they could have done. They could have just kept them as non-guaranteed, 4,000 MT, kept the exact same prices, and put the Amethyst at sub 2%. Which is the alternative. And honestly, I think that's a pretty solid alternative. And when I say solid alternative, I mean a solid alternative from what 2K would realistically do. Like, would they make it 11% odds for Amethyst with only 4,000 a pack? Absolutely not. They wouldn't do that. But this is probably the best case scenario. But 21,000 MT for a pack that you're more than likely going to pay over 4,000 above market price for an Emerald. Like, 47% chance to get a Sapphire for 21,000 MT. Do not open these. Do you think it's been a coincidence that I haven't done a single pack opening this entire year? No, it hasn't. It's not been a coincidence. I haven't done a pack opening because they're terrible. There's absolutely no reason. It's a guaranteed loss of MT. And with the new player market, I mean, you're almost better off like buying the cards directly, because with the quick sell values, at least with the auction house last year, if you got hyper lucky and got a top tier or even just under a top tier card, chances are you could sell that card for more, at least for the second highest tier, usually double what at least one pack would cost typically. But if you get a high tier card, obviously, like you could sell it for significantly more. This year, it's not even worth it because if I literally buy, so hypothetically speaking, if I go and buy 3 of these packs, that's 63,000 MT. That's actually more than I would sell an amethyst that I quick sold for. So horrendous. Today has been bad. One more thing I didn't even mention here. 2 more things actually. The fast break agenda only lasts throughout the weekend for some reason. Something that I complained about ad nauseum last year about how they gatekeep with time every single grind and force you to do nothing but play 2K if you want any sort of reward. It's absolutely dog shit, and they need to change that. They need to just have them available, honestly, for eternity, but at the bare minimum, the end of the season. Like, same face, new place. Are you going to be gone at the end of the season? Yeah, for no reason whatsoever. Why? Oh, why could you not just grind everything when you get the game? Like, if I get the game in February when it goes on sale, why am I not able? Yeah, okay. You can make the case that are these players going to be viable at that time? No, but it's like it gives you so much to do when you get the game. You're like, oh my God, I can get all these players. This is so huge. It's just like a mental thing. It's just so stupid. Here's my other favorite part that honestly, I'm not surprised about, but it is also super funny. You can just buy all the fast break cards. I just didn't think you can buy Clyde Drexler. So, like, realistically, if you don't have time to do it in the 2 days, they're going to charge you for Drexler and Draymond. Dude, that's so ass. Oh, my God. I hate it here. I really do. I hate it. It's so garbage, man. Everything is so garbage today. All right, time to respond to chat. I'm done rambling for a bit. What's up, Fiji? What up, Jiggy? What up, Cody? What up, Retro? What up, Arcades? What up, Kipris? What up, Miguel? What up, Jared? How you doing? And I bought this game last week. Have spent less than 30 minutes total on my team. I just don't think I enjoy it anymore. I fluctuate. I think sometimes I'm having fun, but it's just like it's rarer than I'd like it to be, truly. But they shouldn't have. We all knew they would, though. I think it's what they should. Yeah, exactly. That's what they should have done. Will you open some? Absolutely not. No, I cannot do it. I cannot do it because I can guarantee myself I'll lose MT. Last year, I at least had the delusional hope that when I would open packs, like I would be able to get MT back, right? This year, that delusional hope that really wasn't real anyway is gone. Like that facade is gone. Now they're basically just telling you straight up, you're not going to make MT even if you open these packs. So why would I do it? You know, you're better off just buying him for $70 in VC. Yesterday, I opened 2 boxes and got nothing, of course, but the boxes were super cheap. So, I mean, at that point, like, you could still profit off of those packs, basically. You could. You likely weren't going to, but you could technically still profit at that point. If all packs had terrible odds but were 4,000 MT, I literally would open packs every week. I wouldn't care because I make enough MT to justify it for the most part. But being that they're 21,000, no, I'm not doing it, you know. I actually like that there's an option to buy the cards. I do too, but at the same time, it's just like forcing you to do it in a very small time frame, but then giving you the option to purchase it afterwards as the only option to get the cards, I think is trash. I don't mind that they allow you to purchase them. It's something I actually enjoy from MLB The Show. But hamstringing the player into forcibly doing them within 2 days, or you have to pay MT or money for them, I think is trash. Like, right? That's my issue with it. They didn't drop the price of day one cards either. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. Thank you for bringing that up. Shout out you, Elias. I forgot to even mention that because everything has been so trash today. Yeah. Remember in the courtside report, which, by the way, I went back to the original courtside report about my team just to verify that we all didn't have some type of psychosis, right? Oh, but by the way, they technically dropped them, right? Technically speaking, they dropped. They dropped them I think it's 0.5%, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the drop that they've done. Like, Andrew Bogut, instead of being 140,000, is 133,000. So they lowered it by 7,000, which is a 0.5% drop. Wait, no, 5% drop. I'm sorry, I'm tired. It's a 5% drop. They didn't even do a 10. They did a 5% drop on these cards. That's insanity, man. Like, bro. Bro, like this is their drop. This is their drop. A 5% drop on these cards. Every card got a 5% drop. That's insane, dude. Yo. Oh my god, I haven't been on Twitter since they updated this. Oh my god. Oh, dude, I'm so funny. This is so, I'm not so funny. This is so funny. Oh my god, I gotta tweet about this. Dude, I don't know what's been going on recently, but like Twitter's been horrendous on web. Like it's literally so slow. Like I can't even type. Oh, hold on. Like literally, I'll type an entire sentence on Twitter on web and it literally will not complete. But then I'll just be on like YouTube and everything will work. Twitter is a dog shit platform. How ass 2K be doing? No, this is the most 2K thing I've ever seen in my life. Yo, lowered the price. They lowered the price of cards from the first week by 5%. 5%. That's crazy. I could not be happier right now. Yo, that's insanity, dude. Oh my god. It's not that I'm happy because obviously I wish they would have. And they got rid of the Sapphire exchange too, so you can no longer trade in Sapphires for a deluxe pack, which is just fucking chef's kiss, I guess. It's just the creme de la creme because I actually had no Sapphires to do it. But god, dude. They have just completely sapped any goodwill out of this mode. Honestly, I'm not like happy about it, obviously, but I do think it's kind of funny though at the same time, just because like I'm immune to this shit from 2K. Like I just am. I'm immune to it. Yeah, I just did the math. Kypris, they dropped them by 5 percentage points. Like literally 5% discount. Just join. What is this 5%? So, okay. To kind of explain to anyone, I'm sorry if I haven't really explained exactly what I mean by this. So, the first cards that were available day one, so the 3 2K day sets and the first legendary path, like the Lillard legendary path set. 2K in the courtside report said that after 3 weeks, all the cards would lower in value. Like that was their kind of selling pitch for the player market to kind of replace the auction house. To be like, look, no, the cards will drop due to the auction house. Like the auction house caused cards to drop after 3 weeks all the time. Like it was a good system, right? Granted, there was some manipulation of the auction house, certainly by outside forces, but at the same time, cards that weren't high tier or weren't like specifically wanted would drop pretty consistently, right? So 2K heard people, talk about how this is going to be an awful situation, and 2K said, you know what? Okay. After 3 weeks, cards will drop in price. Like they put this in the courtside report. This is one of their big selling points for the player market, right? Is that cards will drop in price after 3 weeks. So don't worry. You're not going to be paying like high tier prices for these cards for all time. Oh my God. Joakim 3-pointers was a bad idea. So 2K finally did that, obviously. And I expected truly, I'm not even kidding. I truly expected them to drop them by 40% at the bare minimum, right? I said I wouldn't be surprised with a 10% drop, just trolling, but I fully expected a 40% drop from them, right? No, they dropped them by 5 total percent. So an Amethyst that was 140,000 MT to purchase is now 133,000 MT. Absolute hilarity, dude. Like they are the worst company in gaming. I stand firm. And you know what? I've tried to play nice with them for the past couple of years. Like I've tried to give them constructive criticism. I've tried to speak to them in a more respectful manner, because obviously like being a dickhead to them doesn't really get you anywhere. They're just going to still fuck you over anyway. So I'm hoping to appeal to their sensibilities by explaining to them that the things that they do, although they are scummy, also lose them money, right? So try to talk to them in a way where they understand. I can't do that anymore. They're stupid. They're literal idiots. You could say it's greed, but I actually think it's pure stupidity. I think they're dumb. I just think they're dumb. I think they've made too much money over the past like 4 years. And that's the thing is I want to talk not geopolitics, but like, you know, I want to talk financials for a second, right? There's this misconception that when a super uber rich person has made all this money, that they are smarter than everybody and they know how to make money. So you can trust what they're saying and what they're doing because they've made all this money. They know how to make money. The actual thing, though, that you should consider is after somebody makes a significant portion of money easily for a significant portion of time, they start to become incredibly delusional, where they're actually probably dumber at making money than you are. Like, right? The things they do, everything has worked out in their favor. So they have no, I don't know, they just don't have any type of rational sense. Like, they don't realize things that are stupid. A prime example would be look at Elon Musk's handling of Twitter. This man has made so much money doing basically nothing that he is completely delusional to the fact that he has no idea. And he surrounded himself with yes men who will never tell him that he's wrong. 2K has essentially done the same thing, where they have made so much money through minimal effort over the past 4 years due to the pandemic and microtransactions and the prevalence of my team type modes that they honestly have no idea that the things they're doing are stupid. And they've surrounded themselves in the office, like the executives have, and promoted people who are essentially, I don't want to say yes men, and I'm not talking about next makers, by the way. I'm not. I need to specify that because I've seen the communications between majority of next makers and 2K, and they do actually tell them when things are bad. Like, that needs to be understood. You can go on Twitter, you can see the next makers doing exactly that. Some of them obviously don't, and that is a problem, but most of them do. But 2K has surrounded those offices, especially the financial and marketing offices, with a bunch of yes men who are afraid to say that this is a dumb fucking idea. So, yeah. I am thrilled, to be honest. It's hilarious to me. I know, it's like I'm of the same opinion. Like, where I'm thrilled, sort of, because it's just so funny. To be fair, they couldn't drop the prices too much, or people would always wait 3 weeks, but it should have been 3 times at least. Well, that's what I said. They should be at least 50,000. Like, granted, those cards are still usable, but 35,000 is still ridiculous for a Ruby at this point that came up three weeks ago. I'm sorry to say, you know. Nobody's going to rock Andrew Bogut if he's 70K anyway. So it doesn't matter. Because nobody's buying Andrew Bogut for 133K. Like, it's not going to happen. So here's the thing. This is why I think 2K is so stupid. Because they don't take these things into consideration. They don't know their own game. Nobody is copying Andrew Bogut for 133,000 MT or however much VC it is. It's not going to happen, right? So you're taking something that had probably 0 sales, unless outside of like hardcore card collectors, and they probably already had Bogut anyway, and you're lowering it to such a small degree that you're not actually going to cause anyone to pick them up. Because if they had lowered it to 70,000, I'm sure there would have been a few people who would have spent money just to lock in those sets, right? Especially because we got Dre and Clay today, so people are Dre and Curry today, so people want to recreate the Warriors and shit. So somebody probably would have spent additional money if they were cheap enough to go get Klay Thompson if they hadn't locked in for him at all, right? So that's revenue you cost yourself by being greedy. Nobody's going to spend the extra revenue to buy Bogut. Like, it's just pure stupidity, just dumbness on a high degree. I don't know, man. Incompetence even, you know? Stupidity. Did they lower the prices, J-Rag? They did by 5%. So Andrew Bogut, I keep using Bogut as an example because he's just the funniest example, period. He was 140,000, which was already way too much, and they lowered him to 133,000. So cool. That's so spot on and exactly what I've been saying for years. I thought they sort of turned a new lead, but damn, this is bad, yeah. I really think they made so much money during COVID. Now, yeah, I hate him too. Now he expects that much, so I think he's on them about making it. He is, yeah. If you know anything about corporate America, I mean, diminishing returns are a big threat, right? Because you expect to always make over what you made before. Like, that's the expectation. And that's kind of the issue with like the unbridled capitalistic system, is there's always that expectation to make modicums more than the quarter prior, which once you get to a point where 2K's at, you kind of topped out as far as how much money they can make. Like, yeah, you could, in the short term, make more money, but you could destroy your product by doing so. Andrew's good on salary cap, that's it, exactly. But I expected a 10% drop. Dude, the fact that we expected a 10% drop and we were still like in awe is crazy. Like that's so wild to me. Like we expected a 10% drop. We're talking about a 10% drop. And yet we still came away from that being like, damn, this is awful. They benefit from it. Increased profit equals increased share price. All that matters is their bottom line. Yeah, of course they benefit from it, but it's short-sighted and stupid. The reason I say that, though, is the Strauss guy. He's not going to be the head of 2K or Take-Two, wherever. I forgot if he's visual. I think he's Take-Two, not Visual Concept. He's not going to be the head of them forever. He's cashing out, making his money, and he'll leave in 5 years, right? Because this is what happens. The minute they have a down year and he doesn't get that bonus, he'll retire, like with full benefits, right? That's like what's going to happen. Is what all they do all the time. So he's just milking it until. Because I think people, especially people who are more on the pro 2K side, try to talk about these type of situations, and they're like, no, it's not that. Like, first off, there's a misconception that like we need to spend money on the game so that the devs can eat or something. Like, no, dude, they're salaried. Like, that's not it. That's not it at all. They've already been paid, essentially. Trust me. Virtual Concepts, yeah, they're never going to be in a situation where they're hurting to pay their developers. Let me tell you. Like, they make an absurd amount of money. And if it does sound like someone's building a railroad in the background, like they're working on the apartment next door and stuff. So, you know, I forgot that big dude with the hammer that was fighting the railroad machine in that cartoon / folk story, but that was pretty fucking sick. I forgot about that. That was dope. We used to watch that shit all the time in grade school. Something, is it John Henry? Something Henry, dude. You know, he like fought the fucking machine. He didn't really fight it. He did a competition with the machine to show that he was the best at like railroad spikes or something, and then like he died. It's like a whole thing. I don't even know. It's some type of folk hero. I just don't remember who it is. I'm going to have to Google it because it's pissing me off. Yeah, my MBA, it is where it's at, honestly. It is. I think I'm going to transition to doing... I know it's like such a cop-out to transition to doing my MBA content. And I don't know if I'm going to fully do that. I'll still stream my team pretty consistently anyway. But probably will go do some my MBA stuff just for fun. I don't really care. At least I'll have fun doing it. I don't have fun doing this most of the time. Ooh, cash. John Henry? Hell yeah, I can't believe I remember that. It's dope. I haven't seen that since I was like 6, man. Yeah, it's just crazy. Every time, I think they can't get any lower. Like, I really think that they can't be more toxic and trash. Every single time. Like, I just think, like, there's no way it could get worse. It cannot get worse. Like, physically, it can't. There's no way they could do something that's worse than what they're doing now. And then they do it every time. It's baffling, frankly. Like, it is. I wouldn't have pre-ordered if I... Yeah, I know. I missed the auction house, too. And I was somebody... Granted, I said it with caveats the entire time. I said the player market could be done well if they don't fuck us. But it's 2K, so they're going to fuck us. Right? Every year they complain, but we'll still play and spend money. Yeah, I mean, I've actually... You guys know, I haven't spent any money on this game. I did buy the Pro Pass. I will admit. I gave them $10. I will say. But I am actually not a huge opponent of the Pro Pass. I don't think it's really that terrible. But it's all with caveats. Everything 2K does that they've implemented this year has always been... It's going to be okay if they do something else, but they don't. You know, if they reward us more in-game, I don't think the Pro Pass is that big of a deal, but they don't. A normal video game, the Pro Pass would be just fine. I wouldn't have an issue with it, truly. Really, like, if MLB The Show did it, I wouldn't have an issue with it. I really wouldn't. Like, I don't think they should, because I think they have a good market share as being the player-friendly card collection mode, but if they did, I would trust them to not fuck us over completely, right? I miss pre-microtransaction gaming. Me too. Even like mid-tier microtransaction gaming I miss. That's how crazy it is nowadays. And it's funny because every other game type and every other like game series is kind of moving away from this model, so to speak, or at least making it like more of a cosmetic-based item market, except for the card collection sports modes. And it's baffling to me that people try to pretend that these aren't pay-to-win experiences. Like, every card game that's ever existed is pay-to-win. Obviously, besides Well, no, like blackjack and shit, you literally have to pay to get in. I guess it's just pay to play, but like every card game has always been pay to win. Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, like Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever game you can think of, if it's a collectible card game, it's a pay to win experience. The more money you pay, the more likely it is you have overpowered cards. It's literally how the entire thing has come to be. And you can make an excuse like, I can win through strategy if I didn't spend as much money. Yeah, but it's an uphill battle, you fucking idiot. Like, you know, you'd have an easier time if you had like that one Magic the Gathering card that just got purchased for like $3,000 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? This might be the worst pay to win. I mean, frankly, I really don't think it's any more pay to win than normal at this point. It's just more egregious because you can't, there's no alternatives, you know? But I think, like, from a pay to win perspective, it's similar. The gameplay's better. I mean, it still pisses me off, but it's better. Yeah, you could. You could manage your MT. Like, you can manage your MT. Cards were significantly cheaper, faster, because pack outs were so bad. People would open. That's the other thing, is people don't open packs now. Because why would you? You know, you could buy the cards directly, and you're not going to profit off opening packs. That was why a lot of people opened packs, because they thought they would make them MT. So everything in life is paying for food bills, so nothing is free. Well, of course nothing is free, but like I don't like that excuse that like everything in life is pay to win, because recreation is pay to win. It's pay to play. It can be pay to play for sure. Recreation is going to be pay to play, and the rest of the stuff in life is pay to play for the most part. But like egregious pay to win mechanics need to be called out. Like, you can't just, not you specifically, but people can't just say like, oh, everything in life is pay to win. Okay, so we should just suck it up and take it? Like, no, dude, this sucks. The past few years, you could get pink diamonds through the token market pretty easy. Yeah, and they got rid of the token market, too, which was the best thing for no money spent players. For sure. But I do agree you can just buy Shaq and Curry and dominate. Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah, for sure. Austin, I would disagree, because you can still get Kyrie, B, Roy, and Clyde and Dre for free. Hold on, where is it? That's the other thing too, is like we're down so horrendous that we're like praying EA of all people comes back with another game, you know? Like I think the grinds, like the free grinds are much better this year for sure, because also, you got to remember, we came from basically like getting cucked last year on free grinds where we just got nothing. Like, we basically got absolutely nothing from a free grind standpoint last year. Like, not a thing. We got absolutely nothing last year from free grinds, basically, until the end, which I think we're good. But you know, it's just bad. It's just bad. So I mean, why am I playing B-Roy every game? It's annoying. You know, the reason why they changed the pack prices is because you said you'd open them if they didn't change it. Yo, I meant it too. I would have opened them. I would have done a pack opening. I promise. I would have. If they stayed at 4,000, if they kept the 4,000 packs, like if packs were 4,000 MT, but they had the odds of last year, which they still do for the record. But if they're 4,000 MT and they had the same odds as last year, dog, I would open them every week. I would do pack openings all the time, because at least I'm getting bang for my buck from a content perspective. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get shit, dude, and I'm not gonna profit off of it, but like, you know, at least I get to put out a little video or something. Fuck off, B-Roy. Oh, good shot. Moneymaker, shout out to you, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Hearts, appreciate that. That's really awesome. Thank you so much. I hit level 40. Yeah, you know, I really wish I wasn't corrupted by my team. I used to love franchise modes in my league, so good, but the game has corrupted me into thinking, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go more into a franchise thing. I've run into that same issue with MLB The Show, to be honest. And here's my thing though: the MLB The Show gameplay is so geared towards Diamond Dynasty. Like from like a fundamental sense, right? So when you play like, sorry man, I've been under the weather the past couple of days. So when you play like Road to the Playoffs or like franchise or whatever, like, and you're hitting with people with like 55 power, it feels impossible to ever do anything in that game. So it's like kind of ruins franchise to a certain extent. because they're gearing the game towards balancing for like 99 overalls, you know, like pretty early. So that's less of an issue in 2K because you can kind of score with anyone really. So it's actually good. They have one of the better franchise modes for this reason. Madden's just dog shit. Like they didn't really do anything to make it dog shit specifically from a balancing perspective. It's Madden, dude. It sucks. Like it hasn't been good in years. Oh, I didn't realize that was LaFonso. They changed the prices just because the Amis, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, they lowered everything by just 5%, which is hilarious. Did they change them again? Because that would be kind of funny. I mean, nothing they do, unless they're 50%, is going to be okay. Really. Like, unless they drop them by 40%, it's not going to be okay. Like, it's going to be trash regardless. Corver, what are you doing, buddy? Big Bobby in the cut. Oh, I can't shoot for shit. Yeah, good job, Joakim. Corver. I know a lot of people will adjust sliders for more realism in these modes, though. Yeah, and that's the other thing. You can adjust the sliders. Can you adjust the sliders in MLB The Show? I don't think you can, because if you could, I would have done that. Because it is disheartening. Like, you're trying to play with, like, the real Cubs, and the Cubs are terrible. And, like, you know, real MLB teams still hit shots. Like, dudes hit shots, like, pretty consistently, and it just feels like it's impossible half the time. Basically have all the cards except the Amethyst, too, and I think I'm just going to sell them back and say, fuck Steph. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, Steph's good, for sure, but they do. You know what? They have an auction house. You're right. You know what? Can't even hate. They have an auction house. It's fucked up and rigged to shit, for sure, but they have it. Ooh, Kyle Korver, splash. I'm almost positive you can adjust sliders in the show. I don't know if you can in Road to the Playoffs, I guess, is. I know you can adjust difficulty, but I don't think in Road to the Playoff, Road to October, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know if you can. And that's like a mode I enjoy playing. But I think you can in franchise. 5% decrease? I know, dude. I know. It's so despicable, dude. Oh my God. It's so rough. It's crazy, man. I've never seen anything quite like this. This might be the most egregiously terrible thing that 2K has done. I'm like dead serious about that. Like, I don't think there's anything that 2K has done that's been quite as bad as this. This might be the worst thing they've ever done. Like, from just like a pure stupidity standpoint. They've definitely done some scummy things, like banning everyone from the 250K tournament was like worse from like a scumbag level. But I think like legitimately from like just a stupidity level, this might be the absolute worst thing they've done. Like, just don't lower it at all at that point. Like, honestly, dead serious, you're gonna get less flack if you don't lower it, period. Like, you will. From a PR standpoint, you will literally get less flack if you don't do it at all. But lowering it 5% shows that you knew you were supposed to lower it, and then you lowered it by that little of an amount. That's so fucking jokes, dude. It's so funny. Oh, Mitch Richmond. God damn. Hit him. Exactly, yeah. I just wanted to lock in for Clay today. You know, it's funny that you say that because that's literally what I was just talking about. I was like, people would have locked in for Clay today to run like the Warrior squad, you know? Like run Draymond, run Curry, run Klay Thompson, run Andrew Bogut. Like people would have locked that squad in. Iguodala, like they would have liked to run those Warriors teams. But you made it so that no one's going to do that now. And that's honestly hilarious. Because, like, if they lowered it by 50%, there are people who would have spent money to lock that set in just to have, like, the Warriors team, you know? Like, run Clay, you know? People would have spent money. Now, nobody is going to spend money. So you just cost yourself revenue under the guise of, like, keeping revenue. Like, I haven't seen the cards get lowered yet. Oh, they got lowered by 5%. Literally 5%. Like, they did get lowered. That's how unnoticeable the lowering is they did it. They did it already, and nobody noticed because they're that bad. Like, that's baffling. I would say it's a baffling move, but honestly, it's 2K. Like, what is ever baffling that they do? I thought I was going to drop, like, they forgot or something. They did for a while, and then everyone complained, and then they finally did it and lowered them by 5%, and everyone's just laughing or depressed. I don't know. They effectively kill their mode every week with some type of baffling decision. You know, I think people were being a little doom and gloom at the very beginning, saying, like, my team's dead or whatever. Like, the game had been out for, like, 4 days. And I hate to say that they were right because they're being really smug about it because it's like you didn't know this shit was going to happen. You're saying it's dead because, like, it's hard to make YouTube videos. But Yeah, I mean this is painful for the mode. This is definitely like starting to be kill shots on this. Like it sucks, dude. But I don't care. I'm gonna keep making videos and I'm gonna keep making fun of it because negativity sells, boy. So it's fine. It's road to October, and it's no, it's not like my career. It's kind of like a expedited franchise mode. It's a cool mode in MLB The Show. I like it. Like I enjoy it, but yeah, it's like the sliders are rough. That's insane. I'm enjoying it. I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here. I'm on the Titanic. I'm playing my violin. I'm playing my harp while Rome burns, you know, surrounded by hairless men slaves, like just hanging out, dude. Watching Rome burn to the ground. That's where I'm at. Do you play dynamic sliders on Road to October? I think I do. I don't even know, to be honest. I just play standard. I played standard the last couple times, and it was kind of rough. Honestly, I don't mind the mode, but I guess it's mainly because I don't do content. I don't mind the mode. It's just some of these decisions are fucking baffling, dude. Truly. Oh, yo, not the Titanic. Yeah, it's me, dude. Just playing it down, man. It's out here. Woo, woo, woo. Just playing a sad, somber note while I drown to death in ice cold water, which realistically is probably better than in 2 years getting sent over to die in the trenches at the Battle of Somme. So, I mean, I was going to die regardless if I'm at 1912, you know? Like, I'm either going to get shot to death marching through, like, a crater-filled field, or I'm going to get tetanus trying to plow my land and then just die because, like, there's no medicine. Antibiotics aren't real yet. Or I'm going to drown to death playing a violin somberly while people shriek around me. So, I mean, realistically, dude, being in 1912 kind of sucks. Like, there's not a whole lot of dubs being handed out, you know? Forces us to play single player modes. I mean, I don't like that they force us to play any mode. I think that everything should be, like, the first fast break challenges, the first set of them were really good. Like, the first, like, 3 or 4. I think 3. Because they allowed you to do anything that you wanted to at any point in any mode. And I think that's how everything should be. MLB The Show is just like that, and that's something I love about them. They don't force you to go play online. Like, they don't. You can grind everything offline. You can grind everything online. Whatever you feel like doing, whatever your prerogative is, they allow you to do it. And that's why they have a bit of a loyal fan base, so to speak. I mean, those people definitely get mad about shit for sure. When you love a video game, you're going to get mad at shit regardless. But I do like to talk to MLB The Show creators because I'll watch them complain about things, and I'm just like, boy, oh boy, you have no idea, sir. Come play 2K for a little bit. You'll come back and you'll grovel at the feet of the MLB The Show dev team. Yeah, I don't like to be forced to play online most of the time. I mean, I play online on stream and stuff, but like I hate being forced to. Like, having to play online for cards drives me nuts because the thing about 2K is like more people, or at least this used to be the case. I mean, honestly, 2K has been so downtrodden in the last 3 years. I wouldn't be shocked if this isn't the case anymore. But more people used to play offline than online. That's always been the case. There's always been a higher player base of offline modes in my team specifically, not just like anywhere else, than online, right? I don't know if that's the case anymore because they've driven so many casual players off the game, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, also the release of the Spanish flu epidemic a couple years later. That 6-year period, man, fucking sucks, dude. Like, it's not fun. Did you guys know that there was anti-maskers back in the Spanish flu pandemic as well? Like, isn't that crazy? Like, I learned about this recently. I didn't even know. The whole pandemic, I didn't know this was a thing. But, like, I'm a student of history. I'm a history buff for sure. And finding out there was, like, anti-mask demonstrations in, like, the 1918 Spanish flu epidemic is honestly hilarious, right? Because it's just like, bro, nothing changes, man. Shit doesn't change. Every game has flaws. Exactly. Every game does have flaws, but 2K's flaws are directly from them, and they're honestly like despicable flaws. All the agendas this week for Clyde Draymond is all online or offline, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. They are. Then they don't force you specifically to play online. They do force you to play specific modes in like a 2-day span, which I think is kind of whack, but they could be worse for sure. So I'll give them their credit there. I just kind of wish they were a little more cognizant of people's time, but they're trying to get you to have to spend money on Clyde. You know, it's the goal. But if I quit a game, I get banned. Like, that's so despicable. I think the auction house, I mean, we've talked about this. I think the auction house is a big reason that a lot of people don't play 2K right now, but majority of people that consume content, especially like tip content and stuff of that nature, they don't really give a shit about the auction house. The real thing that's hurting a lot of people playing this game and their enjoyment of it is the quit bans. Because you should be able to quit a game if you are not having fun. Like, that should be a thing. 2K is like, we will force you to have fun. Like, Jesus Christ. Also, I would like to specify something real quick. I've seen a lot of people, and I'm not trying to get geopolitical right now, but I do hate when people are incorrect about these topics. People are comparing what 2K has done this year with their like complete takeover control and like forcing people to do things. They've compared them to like socialism. And I would like to specify that no, what 2K has done this year is not socialist. It's fascism. Read a book. They have done a fascist takeover of their own mode. Like, I know that word is like lost meaning, but like I'm talking like, 1940s Germany fascism, not just like guy I don't like, 2K flaws are more like being terrible human beings. Yeah, exactly. They're not like, hey, we made a little eensy mistake and the gameplay kind of suffers from it, but we'll work on it. No, it's like, hey, we've implemented this thing in the game that requires you to get a card. You have to like give a sample of your blood. Like, that's kind of what 2K has done. They put Draymond's release at slow. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they always do. I feel like every single time we get early game Draymond's, his release is on slow. I think the last time they didn't was that diamond one from 2K21 that you had to lock in for. That card ran my team for a minute. Not my team, but like my actual squad, it ran for a minute. Oh, yeah, LaFonso, get busy. That was supposed to be a dunk. That was rough. They got me to spend money, did not want to play 10 games today and all the other stuff, so I said, screw it, let me get Draymond with my MT. Yeah, I mean, so be it. I think it's, like I said, I don't think it's bad to offer that option, like, overall. But like what 2K does with a lot of things that aren't technically bad in theory are bad because of the way they operate and the way they try to force you into doing it. Yeah, but he's not even a free card, technically. You can buy him. I still really don't like the bans for quitting. Me neither. Like, me neither. You should be able to quit a game. 2K operates under the assumption, I think what it is they think every single person they see on Twitter who's a 2K no-life sweatlord is like what every person who plays the game is. Like, they don't understand that people have lives. Like, banning quitting is really stupid for one simple reason. Like, let's say I'm playing a game and then, someone's at my door all of a sudden. Like, oh, well, okay. I know I got 2 minutes to, pause or whatever, but at the same time, what if it takes longer than 2 minutes? Then that counts as a quit. Sometimes you just have shit to do. You don't realize that, like, the time you set aside isn't enough. And what up, man? What up, Jordan? How you doing? What's up, Andy? 2K pivoted an NBA game to a luxury product without providing the luxury. Agreed. Bans for quits in a game with server issues. Agreed. Just bans for quits, period. Also, I think there needs to be, I'm not really a huge fan of like governmental oversights onto like individual products most of the time, because I think most of the time it's like soulless, and I have my own reasons for this. But I do think there needs to be a governmental oversight on these products that are marketed as E for everyone's, and they are marketed towards fans of a specific sport. There needs to be governmental oversights that stop them from doing kind of the heinous shit that they do with it. Like, from an NBA perspective, dude, I know we live in like capitalism land, but like, holy shit, dude, this actively downgrades your image as the NBA. Like, I do not understand when the one game that's connected to your brand is viewed in this light and gets terrible fucking reviews near constantly, not because the game is bad, but because of the horrendous microtransactions, and you don't even profit off of them, dude, you got to put a stop to it as the NBA. Like, you have to do something. You have to basically force them to be like, dude, you cannot do this shit. Like, because it actively hurts their brand. I actually know people who do not watch NBA basketball because they're so pissed off at 2K for being terrible. Like, that's like a real thing. Granted, there's not many of them, but there are people that exist like that. It's crazy. What up, Luz? Watching only 20 likes? Yeah, like it up, man. That'd be cool. Thank you. I'm rambling today. I'm a rambling man, dog. What's up? Why are you cutting? Nobody asked you to cut. Oh, my God. Ooh, turn on the Hawthorne Heist. We're cutting hard. I've been a diehard My Team in 2K23, grounded for Dr. J, and logged over 1,500 hours. However, this year My Team is so dead and monetized and moved over to My Player and never looked back. Hell yeah. I ran into a situation where I got kicked offline because of the connection and got banned for it. That's fucked up. Or you just don't feel like ruining your high with a sweaty... Agreed. Yeah, it could be as simple as that. I don't think you should be punished for not wanting to waste your limited time on this earth getting absolutely sweat-lorded and full court pressed by some 14-year-old who, like, is just playing a 2K game in between bouts of intense masturbation. Like, you know what I mean? My breaker went like 2 times in a row when I was doing salary cap and got a 30-minute ban. Oh my God. That's terrible. I did not even buy it this year because I'm tired of pay to win. Yeah, for sure. I understand that. And they're causing themselves quite a few missed opportunities for sales by doing stuff like this. Government definitely needs to step in. They do. Like, they do. If not the U.S. government, because the U.S. government's fucking useless half the time, at least like a European government, somebody needs to step in that hurts their pockets a little bit, so they have to change these things. For real, though, I got so much to say about this. This move was just the tip of the iceberg. It's only going to get worse from here. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I don't even know. Like, I feel like at a certain point, like, how could it get worse from here realistically? Not allowing you to play online unless you buy the Pro Pass. Like, you cannot play online unless you pay $10 every like 6 weeks. Like, having their own style subscription service, I guarantee that's in the works right now. They're probably sitting there like, how can we do it? Like, could we do it? Could we charge people $10 to just play online? They could. I actually think that the reason people don't do that is part of like Xbox Live and PlayStation's agreements with these games, is they aren't allowed to do that. And that's the only reason we haven't seen it, trust me. If you had asked me 2 weeks ago, like, how much do I think they're going to be, I would have optimistically said that they're probably going to be about the same price as like what we've seen now. But knowing 2K, they're going to be so astronomically expensive that honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to buy them. I'm just going to grind for free cards all year. I'm not going to buy shit. Like, except budget cards that are cool. Like, that's all I'm doing this year. I'm not buying anything high tier. Because things are only going to get exceptionally more expensive as the year goes on with better cards. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, that's the thing, is people were very positive about my team. You guys know me. I've always said it will be good if they don't do this. If they do not do this thing, it will be fine. You always got to leave a way out so that you don't look like a complete idiot when they inevitably break your heart and do things that are trash. Also, it's like 2K. You knew they were going to do something fucked up, dude. Like, come on. Ooh. I've seen a lot of talks, too. So IGN put out a review for the game over the past, I think it was a couple weeks ago. And they gave it a 6 out of 10. And the reason they gave it a 6 out of 10 was because they lowered them by like 3 or 4 points out of a per 10 scale for the aggressive monetization in the game. They said it's the worst in the gaming industry. And people actually got upset. They're like, you can't review games poorly because of their monetization practices. It has nothing to do with the game review. But I personally believe in the opposite. I think if a game is doing something like 2K has done here, you need to be punished of that. Like, that needs to be made... People need to be made aware of how bad the monetization is before you buy the game with a poor review. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee they're going to be 400 or 500K, yeah. Like I said, I would have said that maybe they wouldn't be, and they just keep the 140K price point, because I think that's actually a pretty good idea for them to do. But, I mean, after everything we've seen today, yeah, no, dude, I'm pretty sure they're going to be exceptionally expensive. $200 for one card and people will buy it. Yeah, people buying it is insane. Like, the past couple years, I've spent money on this game for content purposes. And so, and even the people that used to hamstring, or like hand ring, I should say, about people spending money, used to spend a fuck ton of money on MT. Like, just not quite as much, but they still did, you know? So, I've never really been somebody that like pocket watches people or tells people not to spend money, because like I have spent money on the game. This year, I'm spending $10 on the Pro Pass at a time, and then I'm not spending a single dime. It doesn't matter how much money I have, not a single dime on this fucking game, because they do not deserve any money whatsoever. They deserve to be put into a tribunal of sorts, really. This is going to cause me to revolutionize. This is my revolutionary moment, is 2K. Like, this is when I finally break out. This is my revolution, dog. So I'm about to do a January 6th at 2K headquarters. Like, oh, there you go. Good job, LaFonso. I feel like 2K sucked us all in for the first few weeks. Yeah, exactly. They did. You know, same it is for Dark Matters of any gem tier. I mean, I guess. But we're happy we don't have to buy packs to get an AMI. Yeah. I think it would be fine if they kept it as is, too. Yeah, if they kept it as is, I wouldn't be upset. Honestly, I wouldn't. I still think they're scummy as hell. And I think the lock-ins are a little much for sure, but I guess I'm just talking about the top-tier cards in the actual set. If they kept it how it is now, you know they're going to do something scummy, so if the scummy thing is them upcharging for these lock-ins, then whatever for me. I don't really care. But if I can buy Dark Matter T-Mac when he comes out and he's 140k MT, like, I would be happy with that. I would. So, they do deserve to be put on trial, for sure. Crazy part is I know someone personally who defends this, but he's a gambling addict, so he loves that he can just swipe his card for players. Yeah, I know a couple people that are like that, too. And I do think it's a better system. It's a better system for the top 1% of spenders, for sure. It's a bad system for your average player, but for the top 1% of spenders, it's a good system. Do you guys like this hat? So back in the day, when I say back in the day, I mean like back in the olden days of Cubs baseball, us Cubs fans had to buy hats like this. Like, we had to buy wild card hats because our team was so poverty that we never got to celebrate any real meaningful achievements. For real, man. 98 wild card official hat. Despicable. Shout out to the Cubs. They are the biggest poverty franchise in, honestly, sports, I would say. And you know what? I think being a Cubs fan has provided me with a lot of wherewithal to be a fan of the 2K game series, because Cubs fans are a lot like the people who love 2K unconditionally. No matter what kind of poverty actions or horrific actions the Cubs do, they still support them no matter what. We could have the worst team in baseball with the highest payroll and still be charging the most astronomical ticket prices you've ever seen to go to Wrigley, and people will pay them. 2K will never die. Take-Two Interactive is high in the market, and they will make more. Yeah, I mean, it'll never die, for sure. That's why I'm saying it needs to... Governmental bodies need to step in, really, because they're already unstoppable at this point. The only thing that can happen to 2K, really, is people literally get tired of this bullshit, or the economy keeps going down the shitter and people don't have expendable income to continue to pay for this game, which we're already seeing. They got to be making less money this year. Then again, I don't know, because of the ease of access, and it's kind of better for consumers, sort of, just how bad the packs were the past few years. They might be making more money or just as much. I mean, I see people on Twitter making fucking 8 to 10 builds. Like, dude, that's goddamn near $1,000 spending for VC to make those builds, bro. It's crazy. Stop giving them money for this shit. Oh, it's a Cubs fan that caught the ball. Steve Bartman, he's a Marlins fan, now, trader. But then again, when you get death threats after, like, making a legitimate mistake, I actually feel bad for him, dude. Like, He didn't really do any. Also, like, if you watch the video, bro, he wasn't the only people putting his hands up for that fucking ball. There was about 25 people around him putting their hands up for the ball. Okay? He just happened to be the one that caught it. DraftKings, the Calvin card is ass. I bet he is. Like, Vince AD level. Oh, hell yeah. I have a Cubs World Series hat, too. I just like this one because this one makes me laugh. Because it's just like, bro, why do I have this? I found it at a thrift store, for the record. But, like, I have the Cubs wild card 98 hat. It's so funny. We were kind of fire in 98. We had Sammy Sosa, you know, traitor, cheater is what I meant to say. There it is. Splash. Sad thing is, thing I thought the government would intervene was the gambling. Now with the player market, I think the intervention is much less likely. Shit, dude, the government, mark my words, the government will intervene in sports gambling within the next 5 to 10 years because it's going to get bad. There's going to be a lot of fixing going on. I don't believe people who say that the league was completely rigged, just any league really, prior to this. But I think with the advent of sports gambling, I think it's very likely that a lot more like rigging occurs. Now, there's definitely like rigged games in the past, like 2002 Western Conference Finals being a good example, 2000 Western Conference Finals being a good example. Anything involving the Lakers most of the time. I don't think 2020 was rigged, though. Like, I'll give them a legitimate championship there. Like, because there was no benefit for that. You could make the argument that maybe it was rigged because people weren't watching the games as much, but if you got LeBron in the finals, maybe people would in the bubble. I don't know. You know, that's just conjecture, really. But the league has definitely rigged games. I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm going to sit here and tell you that the Super Bowl was rigged. Do I have any proof of this? Do I really think it's likely? I don't know. It doesn't seem to have a point to rig it. But we're going to start to see that. Like, my recommendation truly is if you look at the money line for a big, important game, there is a high likelihood going forward that, like, a solid percentage of the time, the team that is favored will lose that game. Like, if you look on DraftKings, and you look on any of the sports books, and you see a certain team is favored to win, like, a very important game, like a Super Bowl or a playoff game, you might have a certain, you know, it's going to be hard to say. Like, if it's a divisional round game, oh, whatever. But, like, the Super Bowl, yeah, I mean, whatever's predicted for the money line, whatever stands to make those gambling companies less money or no money or lose money is very unlikely to happen at this stage. I'm ready for the NBA season. Yeah. I don't sports bet, by the way. I'm adamantly anti-sports betting. Super Bowl denialism? Well, no, not denialism. I specifically said that I don't think there's a reason necessarily that it would have been rigged outside of maybe the money line, but it was relatively even between the Chiefs and Eagles as far as like gambling goes. Like, it wasn't like a massive favorite. If the Eagles were massive favorites, I would absolutely tell you that it was rigged because I'm a hater. But they weren't massive favorites. It was relatively even. So I don't think there's a reason it was rigged. I do think that flag was bullshit. I did not fuck with that at all. And I don't know why that was done that way. But whatever. Alas. Why you don't like betting? I think it's not that I don't like betting. It's just that I don't think a lot of people have self-control when it comes to betting. And I think like the commercialization of sports betting is bad in general. So, like, I just think that it leads to bad things, you know? It's a vice at the end of the day, but it's so commercialized at this point that it's kind of like how I feel about alcohol. I don't think alcohol is inherently bad on its own, but we've accepted it to a point that I think it's incredibly dangerous. Right? And that's how I feel about sports betting. Like, alcohol is so accepted and so... Yeah, you can put all the drink responsibly and don't drive fucking stickers you want on a bottle of Jack Daniels, but at the end of the day, it's so socially accepted, you just get wasted that, like, it's going to happen, you know? Just like it's so socially accepted to sports bet at this point that people are going to put themselves into financial ruin. I mean, you got people having, like, betting-related discords that they charge you to go in, when at the end of the day, nobody's or Ace Rothstein, dude. Like, people are just guessing half the time. Stupid. What do you think about that and the potential for fixing? Yeah, so like I said, I don't think it's like inherently bad to sports bet by any means whatsoever. Like, I don't. Like, if you want to like go bet on some games, spice things up, like fantasy betting I think is cool. I like fantasy betting. Like, betting if a player's going to get a certain amount of fantasy points in a game, like, or in a quarter or something. I think that's actually kind of fun. Like, that's cool. It makes the game a little more exciting. You know, good stuff. But I think when it comes to like over and under spreads, like betting things of that nature that are incredibly easy to fix, like you can't really fix, you know, let's say DeAndre Ayton getting 12 rebounds in a game. Like that's kind of hard to fix, right? But it's pretty easy to fix. Like the Suns are going to score 28 points and only give up this many points in a quarter, or they're going to shoot 10 free throws. They just hit a full court 4-pointer. That's crazy. Okay. When I see that, I'm like, yeah, the fact that you can bet on pro wrestling, which is fixed, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I think it's technically rigged because even one false call is technically rigging, but I don't think the rig outcome of the game is outright. I sort of picture it like algo in 2K. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, I don't think they're outright rigging games yet, but my point is it could get to that point. But I think they do rig the flow of the game to keep things spicy and keep things entertaining and keep it on a trajectory they want it to go. No win the weekend challenges either. Yeah, that's trash. So, like I said, is it bad if you occasionally sports bet? No, I don't think so. Everything's fine in moderation. Literally everything in this world is fine in moderation, truly. Even Ron is fine in moderation. The problem is nobody does Ron in moderation. But, you know, just saying, hypothetically speaking. But the problem is humans lack self-control. So, which isn't on any of the sports betting companies, but we've gotten it to a point now where it's so incredibly accepted and so normal now that it's going to lead to problems. Like, people are going to go into financial ruin. People are going to commit suicide. Like, people are going to have to go to, like, Gamblers Anonymous all the time. It's going to get bad. Families are going to get ruined. And it's just not good. Do I think we need to ban sports betting? No, absolutely not. I think banning things like that is stupid as hell. That's how you get like a sketchy ass Italian bookie named Rocky who breaks people's kneecaps, right? Like, you don't want that. Betting will always occur. You can't regulate an idea like that. Though, I think maybe allowing it to exist and then gassing it the fuck up are two very different things. Like, having an official sports book partner of the NFL is wild, dude. Having college football stadiums named after betting companies is insane. Like, that stuff is ridiculous, and that should not be a thing. There needs to be regulation on shit like that. Like, that's not good. When the weekend is basically a grind for Draymond. I know, but it's just like, it's just, you know, one of those things where, like, if they would have put stuff like that into the weekend, like, it would have been good. Anybody use this Magic? Is he good at all? I just got him. I just realized. Maybe I'll run him real quick just to give him a little try-a-roo. Like, what did 2K even do this week? I mean, it started out really good. The fast break challenges are tight. I like those. But, yeah, I mean, you're right about that to a certain extent. Like, Magic is too short. Yeah, if he could play power forward, I'd probably use him. I mean, then again, if he could play power forward, he'd just be like, you know, Draymond to a certain extent, right? Like, who I'm about to get at some point. Ooh, Money Mitch. Let's go. Splash that. These gaming companies employ psychologists and stuff to figure out. Yeah. They do. They spend a lot of money trying to do this stuff. I actually don't think 2K does, and the reason I think that is they have a weirdly, like, I don't know, man. Like, and maybe they do, but I just think that, like, they don't really need to at the end of the day. The fan base will play the game. The last 2 Fridays felt more like Tuesday drops. I agree. I do find it ironic, though, and I'm not talking about anyone specifically in this stream, so I just need to specify that. Like, it has nothing, not a direct shot at your comment or anything. But I find it interesting that the same people who talk about how the game needs to be balanced and complain about, like, pay to win will come out on a Friday drop like this and be like, every card today sucks. Even Curry's not worth it. Like, oh my God, this game's trash. I'm like, dude, which one do you want, though? Like, do you want Curry to be Shaq level overpowered and then you're going to complain about the game being pay to win? Or do you want the cards to have some weaknesses so that we have balance, but then you're going to complain that the cards suck and they're not worth their price? Like, I don't know what it is, you know? So, like I said, that's not a direct call on you or anything. Like, this is just something that I, like, have noticed, you know? And I don't think you're doing that right now. Just to specify, because I feel like content creators do kind of go aggro on their audience sometimes for no reason, talking about things that have nothing to do with them. So I like to be very open about the fact that I'm not referencing people, you know? Yo, get out of here. Oh my God, Max Christie just broke me off. Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I be complaining all the time, literally, because I play a game that's a complaining simulator. Oh, Joakim over Magic? No. I want the card to suck because I'm too poor to have it. I feel that. I think that's why I wish like bad things on like supercars all the time, because I'm like, I'm too poor to have that Bugatti, so I hope it sucks. Like, truly. I hope it's terrible. I hope that car eats all this gas. Like, I don't give a fuck if Jimmy Butler has to pay $110 to fill up his Bugatti. Shut your bitch ass up, Jimmy. I don't care. Like, it should cost more, frankly. Fuck you. Like, that's how I feel. Also, you're putting like the most expensive gas humanly possible into your expensive. Why are you complaining about this with your fake ass braids? Shut up, Jimmy Butler. I'm just putting this at the top because I forget to do it. If you want to help the boy out, that'd be cool. Maybe I can afford a Bugatti one day. Jokes. Exactly. Dude, Carlo wanted Yao with 80 speed, and he said Dark Matter Minute needed a buff. Then he said Shaq is OP. Yeah, I mean, people just... The Yao with 80 speed thing was ridiculous. Anyone who called for that is dumb. I'm sorry to say. Like, that was so unnecessary. Like... Yao should have had weaknesses. If Yao had weaknesses, the game would have been in such a much better place for the last 3 months of the season. If Yao only had 65 speed, he still would have been the most broken center for 3 months. Like, but there could have been something you could do to compete against him by running like a Mark Eaton. Who, yeah, he couldn't shoot, but you could run past Yao pretty consistently, so... Play Domination on Hall of Fame and let me know if you can get through it without complaining. Absolutely not. I will complain the entire time. I complain at the mere thought of it. Like, just thinking about playing Domination on Hall of Fame, it makes me want to complain. Ooh, Mitch Richmond. Let's go. Money Mitch. Let's go. Jimmy was flexing. Maddie lost it. Yeah, he was flexing for no reason. He's like, oh, God. And I love Jimmy Butler, too, for the record. Like, he is one of my favorite players, or was. He's honestly been pissing me off the last, like, couple weeks. And it's funny because I used to love Jimmy Butler because he seemed to be really humble and tight. Like, and then the last, like, 2 weeks, he's been a little asshole, throwing a temper tantrum because he didn't get Damian Lillard on his team. Like, mad about his Bugatti costing too much to, like, fill up. Like, come on, man. This is not why we all liked you, brother. I can beat the CPU. Yeah. Anytime I complain about the difficulty from the CPU, I inevitably, and I'm not talking about you, once again, I must specify Alexander, talking about random commenters. But I always get someone that's like, yo, I can't believe people are complaining about this. It's so easy. I'm like, dude, you're like literally a 2K sweat lord. Like, I don't even want to hear from you right now. Or people that are like, it shouldn't be easy. I'm like, yeah, it also shouldn't be near impossible, though. To get dumb for that. You're still going to complain about what the CPU does, is my point? Yeah, exactly. Why would he complain about gas? He's rich because he's fucking dumb. I don't know. 15 points is stupidity. I agree. Like, putting that weird little caveat on there, beating them alone is hard enough. Like, only 1% of the player base is going to be able to beat Hall of Fame CPU, period. Like, I mean that. Like, if you can beat the Hall of Fame CPU with teams that are significantly better than yours, like, congrats, dude. You're in the top 1% of players. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Because your average person's not doing that. Like, yeah, they could follow, like, the skill guides from your favorite content creator about just spamming pick and rolls and, like, doing the same move over and over again. But, like, most people aren't going to be able to do it. If you can do it consistently, you're in the top 1%. If you can beat them by 15 consistently, you're in the top 0.001%. I'm more likely to lose at TT than TTO. Agreed. Yeah. I just play Sapphires against DMs was nuts, dude. I hear that POW card isn't much for all the stress. The MT is good, though. Menu bowl challenges, yeah. I put Hoff quick first up and Hoff fast twitch on Kemp. I hope I don't get banned for putting badges on players they aren't supposed to have. No. That was an overblown thing that occurred. It only happened to a couple people, and the people that it happened to had 24, 25 million MT. Like, they were badging up cards. And honestly, I'm going to be honest, a couple of those guys who complained about, like, who pushed the narrative that they got banned for badging up cards literally bought MT. Like, multiple times. So that was kind of a narrative that I didn't like last year, because I'm just like, yeah, that's probably happened unintentionally to a couple guys. Like, I think Near Manny got hit by it. Like, there was a couple legitimate guys who got hit by it. But a vast majority of people who were pushing that narrative have definitely bought MT at some point. Like, did they buy MT that often? No. But did they a couple times? Yes. Now, this year you can put badges on cards they aren't supposed to have. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misread. Okay, I got you. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think they would have an issue with that. I mean, then again, that's 2K. I guess you're right. Sorry. I completely misunderstood what you were saying. I apologize. I thought it was that thing. How can we get playbooks? Just rip packs? Yeah. Goddamn Manute Bowl Challenge was ass. For real. Yeah, you just rip packs. I mean, that's really the only way you can get playbooks, I believe. I mean, grinding until you get playbook-related packs is another way. You know, that's like a thing. But I don't think there's any other reason. Or any other way, I don't think. It's just packs, and then you get, like, playbook packs and stuff. So, yeah, opening packs really all you can do. Dude, how many more do I have to do? Oh, my God. I still have a bunch of fast break. Like, I still have to get 25 points with cooking players in a game. I guess I could just run 5 cooking players and clutch time and do that. 1 block, 5 assists with the center is irritating. 75 assists with Ruby and up players. 50 fast break points with Ruby and up players. Oh, my God. I still got to win 3 more clutch time games. All right, we're cooking, though. I'm actually pretty close, man. I'm almost done with clutch time. I almost got Wally Zerbiak. Sup, boy. I was so hyped to get that reward in my first week ever in my team last year, but it was impossible for me. Yeah. I mean, it sucks, man. It's a hard knock life out here, dog. Like, we live in hard. I cannot believe that price drop is only 7,000 MT. That's crazy. Oh my God, dude. Oh man. I'm having a good time with it, honestly. I think I'm just not delusional, but I feel like I'm just slap happy. Like, they've just, like, done so much dirt to me at this point, and, like, the player base at large, that it's like, I don't even care anymore. Like, why even get mad? Like, whatever. Shit happens, you know? Zion is dope. I figured he'd be dope. I mean, he abused the shit out of me when the CPU was, like, he was out rebounding Giannis, like, pretty consistently. Like, he was fucking me up, dude. It was super annoying. Give me that. Give it to Joakim. We're running Joakim point guard things. Dude, give it to Joakim. Oh, my God. Thank you. All right. Back him down. Yep. Good shot, Mitch. No way. He really fought through that screen. That's crazy. You're not getting past LaFonso Ellis, boy. Yeah, I was going to say, you're not. I predicted 5% decrease in hopes to be proven wrong, but here we are. Yeah. Mitch Richmond. Splash. It's the unfortunate reality that we are living in a horrific place right now. There we go. Good defense. I just need a block, bro. I gave 5 assists with Noah pretty consistently. I just, like, literally need a block. Give the fucking ball to Kyle. Oh, my God. Bobby Jackson, can you go elsewhere, please? Thank you. That's all I'm trying to do. Literally. That's it. Just trying to do one thing. All right, here we go. Give it to Joakim again. He's trying to get some... assist action going on in his grill. Oh, that's supposed to be cash, man. I love Mitch. People were dogging his shot. No, I like it too. The thing about Mitch is you need to use his shot with a faster jump shot timing. Like, if you use his shot with the slow jump shot timing, it is ass. Like, that I will say. But you use it with a faster timing, like the fastest timing period, it's pretty good. It's very easy to green. He has a big ass green window. Him and Corver back to back lethal. Oh no, that's my block right there. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I just need 2 more assists. Oh, I'm so hyped right now, dude. You have no idea how much I've struggled with this. Kyle Corver. Oh no, don't fucking sell me now. You're gonna sell me on the assist right now? Oh no, dude. Gotta do a backdoor cut or something. I gotta get this going. Oh, look at that. 2 blocks. There we go. Grant Williams out here playing fucking tough defense. Hate that. Corver. Woo! 1 more assist. Just 1. The community in 2K grips. Yo, I use push, and so IDK, if that's the fastest. Push is the fastest, yeah. That's what I'm using right now. And I've been shooting really well with it, actually, so it's been really cool. There we go. Sorry to fix something real quick. Look at Smokeem Noah, dude. All on fire and stuff. Got takeover. You love to see it. You know, Twitter came out and said that if you have a blue check, you have to like submit a selfie and then give them your like state issued ID picture, and then they're gonna send it to like an Israeli intelligence company. That shit is sending me, dude. Although I do think it's stupid, I find comedy in it specifically because not majority. I'm not generalizing people who paid for blue checks. Like, it's okay. I'm not one of those assholes that's going to make fun of you. I think that's like a really mean thing to do and stupid. Let people spend money on what they want to spend money on it. Do I agree with it? No. Am I going to rip on someone for spending money on Twitter? No. But I will say that there are a lot of, let's just say, people who don't have favorable opinions on Jewish people have bought the paycheck. And I think it's very ironic that they will have to submit their ID and send it to like an Israeli intelligence agency. I find that to be actually kind of hilarious, honestly. Oh, jump is the fastest? That's the one. I quit this BS now. Why the hell is the difficulty so high? I can't even reach 40 clutch time wins, and if I do, I get rewarded with superstar difficulty. Yeah, the difficulty spikes in this game are heinous, honestly. They're horrific. IDK, I just know I like push. I have tried them all. That one felt the best for me. Oh, the jump is the one that I use. I use jump, and that one's felt the best for me. I think the other one, what was the other one I used? Was it set point? It was like the second fastest or third fastest. I honestly don't know. It's jump, set point, push. Okay, yeah. So set point was the one I was using before. Okay. You look like you're having fun? That's because I'm playing. That's because I'm watching Rome burn, dude. I'm watching Rome burn right now, dude. I've talked about this, dude. You know? I'm basically like a syphilitic Roman, just like playing his harp while the city burns around me, dude. About to be fed grapes by like a hairless man. Like, just hanging out. That's where I am right now, dude. Shout out to my Greek homies out there. I love Greek culture, so because it's just like getting hyped about something that happened like 10,000 years ago. I love it. It's good stuff. Or wait, I'm talking about Greek. I'm talking about Rome. My bad. Sorry. Roman culture, not Greek culture. I'm an idiot. Anyways, wait. Shout out to Italians. Steve, you be hanging out with Rain Man free game, dude. There's something. I vibe with set point. I used set point for a while, but I just like there was one night where I was using set point, and it just wasn't doing it for me. They're saying if I use jump, I'll get more shots. I'll get shots off faster. It's just a timing thing. I don't think it really makes it a difference as far as like getting shots off. Think of it exactly the same as last year. Like if you put your thing on very early, you weren't getting shots off faster from a contest standpoint. Like if that makes sense. So just because it was on very early, like people were still able to contest you the exact same. And that's kind of the same this year. Like if you put it on jump or whatever, it's still Still going to have the issues. Did I get it done? Hell yeah. Rim protector pack, boys. I didn't play last year. Oh, shit. Yeah. You're right about that. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's not going to affect the contesting. It's just going to be when you release it on your green. Your green, not your green window, just your green point as a human being, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's go. Let's get busy with it. Shout out to French. Cheers from Paris. Hell yeah, shout out to the French, dude. I played Guess My Lineage for a little bit. Now I've kind of like filled out my facial hair a little bit, which I'm going to shave again for the record very soon. But when I had just like a wispy little mustache and light facial hair, when I played Guess My Lineage, a lot of people said French. I don't know why. Do I give off French vibes? I don't know what a French vibe is. I got French, and then what was the other one I got? Italian. I'm not Italian. At all. 0%. No Mussolini in here. There we go. Come here, Kyle Korver. Get busy. Get out of here, Dale. What are you going to do? Mitch Richmond. Let's go. Good defense. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody said Albanian, too. I was like, yo, what? That is oddly specific. And wrong, but like extremely oddly specific. I don't know. You getting Roy this season? I am half German. Yeah. Yeah. Not the German everyone liked, though. You know. I'm half of the German that had to leave in the 40s. Well, technically the late 30s. I am trying to get Roy this season. The thing is like I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because I have to play. Co-op should be fine. I should be able to get the co-op wins if I really try hard enough and I actually like grind co-op. What I'm concerned about is clutch time online because I still have to get. I basically have to win 150 games of 3 different online modes to get it. Once I complete this, so there you go, Joakim. 2K. I'm 2K, yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. I was raised in the 2K streets. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. There we go, Kyle Korver. Let's go. Oh. That was actually some solid defense from Kyle Korver. Oh, I just realized I'm playing against a CPU Anthony Davis. How disrespectful. Oh, I think it's just a Sapphire AD, actually. Iowa in the building? Hell yeah. Shout out to Iowa. I've been to Iowa like twice in my life, I think. I was in the Quad Cities not long ago. Could have been worse. Kind of depressing. A lot of weird church stuff going on in there. I think I've been to like Cedar Rapids or something. I can't remember the other place I was at. I went there for work one time. I just had to drive from Illinois to Iowa. Just don't remember exactly what place in Iowa I went. Wasn't quite as depressing. I think Iowa gets a bad rep because it's not as depressing as Nebraska. I stand firm on that. Ooh, Mitch Richmond. Good shot. Oh, my God. I'm in cornfields. I'm missing CT co-op and unlimited for B-Roy. Yeah, I'm literally missing co-op, clutch time online, and triple threat online for B-Roy. Triple threat, I'll be fine. Like, I will get that done. I don't particularly want to get it done, but I will. Co-op, same thing. It's clutch time online that I'm actually really worried about. Like, that's the one. That's the tough one. Ooh, a little too fast on the release. I'm playing bad right now. There we go. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Get busy with it. Oh. Good defense. Bobby Jackson, who I usually score with at a very high clip, just hasn't done shit since I moved over to this defensive skill. Oh. Alfonso. Oh, he came over for the solid defense too, man. Shout out to Desmond Vibes for the subscription. That's what's up, man. You know, appreciate you. Joakim, you're an idiot. Like, why would you cut at the last second? No way I cannot catch Jackson Davis. CTO was the first one I did, so I didn't go against Kyrie every game. Smart. That was actually super smart. I made a poor decision. Good shot. Joakim. There you go. Leads, are we raging most about 2K? We've raged about quite a bit. I think the Most rage is coming from the 5% decrease on the cards from 3 weeks ago. I think that's the number one rage inducing thing that 2K has done today. The gameplay is actually, not really rage inducing at the current moment. All right, get that over to Corver. Good shot. We're tied up. Love that. It's insanely terrible. I'm about to finish TTO. Yeah, I've played one singular TTO game this whole year. I'm just not a big TTO guy anymore, man. But I guess it is the most casual friendly mode as of right now, which they will change that. Look at that. Tricked them. No. No. Who hit that on me? Fucking, oh. The badges not being all in the game? Yeah, it is kind of irritating. Good shot. What? 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 That was crazy. Okay. Yo, seriously, let me check the team comparison real quick. I gotta do it again. I gotta do it to him. Crazy, bro. They just don't miss. It's so frustrating. Sometimes they just put a team together that's just like perfect to fuck you over. There we go. For a game about collecting cards, 2K seems to think you should only get God cards if you buy them. Yeah, my last month broke while rolling. Oh, no. That is depressing. Go LaFonso. Go LaFonso. No. No. Okay, I was going to say, God damn it, dude. All right, LaFonso. Take it to the rack. Oh, Bobby Jackson was about to splash that. Do we bank on Corver? We do. We bank on Corver. We always bank on Corver. That's what I'm talking about. Good shit. That's fun stuff, man. They really lowered this. I cannot believe they lowered the cost of the first week packs by cards by 5%. That's crazy. Wait, hold on. So I seen some people in creative marketing for 2K or creator marketing got let go today, actually. That's crazy. Okay, so they're like terminating people too. And by the way, if you think for a second that they're terminating people who are responsible for the failings of 2K24 right now, you're incorrect for sure. None of the stuff that we're dealing with is from a lot of these marketing guys. They're creator marketing. It's different. They're pushing the blame onto random people is what they're doing. If that's to be... Whoa. Somebody's getting fucking arrested for Tupac's killing finally? No. Oh, I didn't realize there was no time left. I really copped an L off that. That's fucked up. Hold up. Hold the phone. We got some good news today. Let me see what's up. Nah, there's no way. Is it Keefy D, that fucking piece of shit? Are you for real? Yeah, it is Keefy D, you fucking piece of shit. I knew it, dude. Oh my god. I mean, then again, at the same time, like, this has been solved for years. They just didn't have evidence. Now they have evidence. Hell yeah. Also, he did a Vlad TV interview, that fucking idiot. But Keefy D alleges that Puffy paid him a bunch of money to do it, so that's going to be sick. This is going to be good stuff, dude. This is going to be good stuff. I'm excited. Ooh. Here we go. Okay. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun stuff. This is the comeback for the ages, man. Only card I've been using since day one is Giannis. Me too. True, but at the same time, I would have bought some of the cards that they're cheaper. No auction house is what killed it for me. I love finding new cards with extra badges and whatnot. I know. I agree. I mean, I thought that it could be done in a way that I think wasn't really terrible. That Curry and Green dynamic duo is nasty. Oh yeah. Can they stop? Making me face Sam Jones? That would be ideal. He's literally my kryptonite. Like, I don't understand. God damn it, dude. Oh, man. Okay. They nerfed exchanges, 5% discount for the 3-week cards, completely removed 4K packs, free Draymond is only good when playing for Steph, yeah. Time restrict Dre, so if you're busy, you have to pay money. Stretch a Friday promo over the week, and the 60% tax. Like, oh my God. Hoeing of the player base on a ridiculous degree. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, it's wild, man. It's so crazy, dude. Oh my God. Whoa. Chandler Jones just got arrested. He violated a protective order. Oh man. A lot of news going on this Friday, dude. Holy shit. He arrested Keefe D. That's sick. Anybody who's looked into like the Tupac case pretty consistently, like, you know who Keefe D is. He's just some fucking fat loser who probably killed Tupac. I'm sure a lot of people in this community remember when Tupac died. I do. I was like really little. I didn't really know what that meant exactly, but I remember it happening. It was a big cultural event. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Every time I do a good defensive stop, they give him free throws, man. Okay. Making you pretty much need Curry for Draymond to be good is so scummy. It is. I mean, I feel like we all kind of saw that coming to a certain extent when the dynamic duo was announced. I mean, Draymond's still good without Curry, for the record, but it's better. I'm going to shoot that over. That was a bad idea. I can't get a rebound. Like, I'm going to drop 2 games in a row to the superstar CPU. They are godly. Dude, there's nothing I can do. There we go. Dude, every time one of my best three-point shooters gets the ball, I have DeMarcus Cousins on me. I swear to God. Corver. Quick stops like that. Is Joakim better than Giannis? I like him better than Giannis, but it's just like his player build and his like facilitating badges are the reason I like him. Depends what you use your big man for. Though I don't think you can really run point center with this Joakim. Like they kind of hoed him on ball handle and stuff. So, but he's a good passing big. I'm so tired of DeMarcus Cousins being on my best shooter every time. Good shot. I swear to God. What's the people being responsible for the CPU difficulty? All the bad things in the world. Yeah, I despise what they've done with CPU difficulty. And it's been that way since about 2K20. There were some difficult spikes in 2K19. But honestly, 2K20, at least we had quick through STS. But the difficulty on that game was brutal. And I feel like a lot of the reason they didn't change things up were because of quick through STS. So they could look at like the numbers. Get the fuck out of the way, LaFonso Ellis. God damn. Thank you. Good dunk. Love that. How can this mode be saved? I mean, the community has had pure hatred for 2K for years now, and they don't seem to be making it worse. Or they seem to be making it worse. They clearly don't care about this community or feelings. The only way this game mode can be saved is if 2K starts losing money. Like, simply put, there's nothing else that will save this game mode aside from 2K losing money. Because what's going to happen if they... Just the fact that Gold Kyle Anderson is being like the best defensive player in the world should tell you everything you need to know about the CPU difficulty spikes. Sorry, like I said, a little under the weather, talking and fucking vaping all the time is probably not helping. Good job, Joakim. They should let you pick the difficulty like every other game does. Like, knowing 2K, though, I mean, it's not even really worth it because he'd be rewarded so terribly for picking the difficulty that it's just like, whatever. Like, imagine if they let you pick the difficulty. I mean, you can technically pick the difficulty in domination and look at how trash the rewards of. Like, if you don't want to play on all-star difficulty, you literally can't even get a 79 overall gold. Like, you know? It's just terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's despicable. Good defense. It doesn't matter, though. It literally doesn't matter. The CPU is so broken that even if you play excellent defense, you make an excellent defensive stand, literally, you will get hoed by the defense still. Corver. Splash. Love that. Here's the thing, though. I do want to point out one thing that I've been seeing a lot over the last couple days. Is people saying that if it's going to take X amount of money per month, plus grinding the game to have the best lineups in the game, uh, blah, 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 it's horrible. And which I agree to a certain extent. But I also think that if we all just as a community stopped giving them money and just played with budget cards, I think the game would be fun, though. Still be meta and still be trash, but at the end of the day, there's going to be a decent section of people who are used to having the best cards in the game at all times, and that's what's going to keep the mode afloat, unfortunately. Whether those people are, by the way, it's not like a comp or non-comp thing, but there's guys who literally spend so much money on this game to always have the best lineups, and I don't really know why. Like, I always did it for content purposes, so I guess I don't get it. 2 more games of CT and I have Draymond. Hell yeah. The fast break set is impossible. What do you mean? What's impossible about the fast break set? I mean, I think that it's like annoying that it's time restricted. Certainly. That you could say that that's an impossible part of it. Like if you don't have you're telling me that Isaiah Ryder just splashed that deep 3-pointer on Joakim. Okay. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page here. Mitch Richmond. Okay, or not. The peer hatred from like 10% of players. I'm not saying there aren't people mad, but online complaining is no more than 20%. Who knows what the average player who's not perpetually online thinks? I can only speak for people who I know in real life that don't take 2K incredibly seriously, and kind of what they've told me about how they view the game and what they think of it, and the general sentiment is like I'm not touching it because it's ridiculous that it costs this much money to do anything, and the difficulty is so hard. I think the offline or the online, sorry, not online, the non-online sentiment towards the game would be a lot different if the difficulty wasn't so absolutely ridiculously punishing. Like that causes a lot more of the I'm not playing this game anymore or period sentiment than I think any of the monetization does. From like your average player, because your average player isn't going to give a shit if it costs $250 to have the best lineup in the game. They don't care. Like they're just playing the game for fun. What they do care about is like getting absolutely hoed every time they try to play against the CPU because it's literally broken. Like that's the thing that they like get mad about and have a bad time with. So that's the part of it that they care about most. I had hope for 2K, but yeah, I know. I think people in 2K listen way too much to the super small percentage of players on Twitter, and I think that everyone feels the way Twitter do. Oh, and people think, yeah, no. I mean, realistically, I talk to real people in real life near constantly who play this game casually and just enjoy basketball. Yeah, most of them do not give a shit, period, about, like, a lot of the issues you see raised on Twitter. Like, even from a monetization standpoint, a lot of them don't care. Like, they don't. Like, they'll just be like, whatever, man. Like, I'm not going to spend money on it. Or if I do, like, I'll do it when a card I want comes out and I'll buy it if I really want to. The real issue is the fact that the game is so incredibly punishing and hard, especially when you're first starting off, that it turns people off for the most part. Like, if they just had everything on pro, you don't ever hear people say these things about MLB The Show, ever. Like, ever. And nobody talks about, like, oh, man, it's so good that I can get all these cards for free on MLB The Show. Like, your average person, they don't give a fuck, dude. They're just kind of like, I'll play with whoever. It doesn't really matter. Even if it's a Sapphire Curry, I'll use them. Like, I don't really care. But I would like to play the game and be able to win, though. That's, like, the issue. So, anyone know if the current gen rec glitch? I don't know. That's a good question. What average player is even still in the mode? Like, no, there's none. That's kind of my point. There's none. There's absolutely none because the gameplay is too punishing. Like, it's too difficult. 2K acts like it's a bad thing if everyone has good cards. Yeah, it's not even that. They act like it's a bad thing if everyone's just able to go compete and win. Like, 2K acts like you have to have the best. They've designed their game in a way that you have to have the best cards in the game to do literally anything, and that's such a stupid thing to do if you're trying to court anyone to come, like, play your game. Yeah. It's crazy. It's stupid and crazy, but whatever. It's just dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Straight up dumb. I mean, it's demoralizing, for sure. Like, it's rough stuff. Two people are fighting outside. I can hear them. Nice. Here in Europe, the lag is so bad 50% of the game that the shot difficulty doesn't matter because you can't time it consistently. Yeah, I mean, the lag in general has been terrible. Am I done playing fucking clutch time yet? I gotta be close, man. Oh my god, I'm not. I need one more. Oh no, dude. All right, last game. I almost got the homie Wally Zerbiak though. Like, we're kind of cooking, you know. The glitch is not patched yet. Okay, confirmed. Glitch is not patched yet. That's what's up. I guess that's a good thing, so to speak. You know, whatevs. Okay. Let's see. I'm ready to go. Come here, Tyson Chandler. We need this final win, dude, so I can stop playing this game mode for at least a second. Oh, LaFonso. Good move. Get me up 2 already. Hell yeah. Which glitch? The badge glitch? No, the wreck one. I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with it. It's just like an easier way to get to level 40, I think. I'll have to look more into it. I just like haven't. I don't have current gen this year. It's not. I mean, is it really a glitch though? At the same point, like, it doesn't really sound like one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ill-informed. What up, Campaign? You want some of this, dude? I'll take you to the fucking back down zone. Are you for real? Like, are you for real? You cannot be for real right now. Like, god damn, dude. Like, LaFonso Ellis is 6'8", almost 6'9", good wingspan. Cameron Payne is 6'1", I think, with absolutely no interior defense and no badges whatsoever. And LaFonso Ellis cannot score a paint or like a back down on him. But then Campaign can shoot like a just general layup right over him and score him. This game is baffling, truly. Kyle Korver. There you go, Smoking Noah. Hell yeah. Bobby Jackson, who has done absolutely nothing for me. He was like the leader of my team for triple threat in like the first 30 games that I played of, like, on the higher difficulties of clutch time. Now, cannot score with him at all because the super scar difficulty is so punishing on point guards and ball handlers that, like, can't do shit. Oh, there it is. Look at LaFonso Ellis. Big dunks. I only got 4 to 5, even with a good teammate grade. I actually had fun with Rec. Yeah. I think it's just the game progression in current gen is easier. I think it is too. Yo, who just hit that? Malcolm Brogdon? Okay. All right. Okay. Mitch Richmond just not doing it for me. I hate when you play on the higher difficulties because, like, you have to be perfect. Also, like, it's not that he really bothers me this much, but it's just like, why do I play against Isaiah Ryder every game? Confused. 5 levels per game when they want you to pay seems like a glitch, at least as far... Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's not really a glitch, but it just seems like a glitch because of how bad 2K is this year. You're making an excellent point, Retro. This shit's funny, dude. I didn't even think about it like that. Like, yeah. Good shot. There it is. One more game and I get the dynamic duo, Steph Curry and Draymond Green. That's what's up. Yeah, I think the progression just in general is easier on current gen. It seems like the whole game is kind of easier on current gen, to be honest. Dude, come on. I put up... Sometimes I feel like I have to be rewarded for my excellent defense. Yo, this dude's wearing straight spectacles guarding me, man. Come on. Can't be letting this dude hoop on us. Like, we got a spectacled man. Look at Kyle Korver. Back him out of there. 2K making it green or miss the last couple of years is so fucking stupid. Yeah, okay, can we talk about that for a second? Because I've talked about that on a lot of streams, but when I go on Twitter, all I ever see is how the game's on rookie and, like, so many whites drop and, like, all this stuff, but, like, Dude, has anyone else really experienced this? Because I've played a lot of online and a lot of offline on multiple different difficulties, like pro and rookie included, right? And dude, what are we talking about here? When do the whites drop? Also, like, do you remember 2K21? Do you remember 2K22, 2K20? Whites used to drop like literally all the time at a way higher clip than what we got going on now. So I just don't understand why all these guys keep saying that, because that shit literally never happens. Like, what's going on? Like, am I just dumb or what? I hate that you have to be perfect on higher difficulties, and that's why it's so annoying that people want the online to be like green or miss. I feel like only in Park and Rec is green or miss. Yeah, but the thing is like, I play online pretty consistently, right? And I understand if I'm bad, so maybe I'm not hitting a bunch of whites, but like when I play against people, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 whites per game go in. Maybe. And that's if I left them wide open. Like, some contested reds go in, but since Monday, like, it hasn't been quite as bad. So the contest system, they did fix something. And you could make the case that contested reds is kind of ass for sure, but I just don't see what people are talking about. People talk about whites like people will shoot 60% from white. Like, dude, no, that doesn't happen. Like, where are you seeing this happen? Like, because I've played against so many people online, I never see this occur. Like, I just don't get. I'm truly baffled by it, because I'm just feeling like my eyes aren't open or something. Like, why do people keep saying this happens all the time? I've never seen this. I barely ever make whites, but I'm the most hoed person that's ever touched this game. That just happens. Like, but like, I don't even, the people I play against don't make whites. I'm confused, man. Where is this happening? I've played a bunch of unlimited. I've played a bunch of salary cap. I've played quite a bit of offline. Like, dude, I don't see it. I've played a lot of salary cap and a pretty good amount of unlimited, dude, and other game modes here and there sparsely, but still. I have never played against someone that's made more than 3 whites on me in a game, period. Like, which, if you've played older 2Ks, that is rookie numbers, dog. Dude, 2K22, people would make 15, 20 whites on you per game guaranteed, which I'm not saying we should bring back or anything, but like, what is going on here? I don't understand this, man, because this shit never happens to me. Not a single person, like, I've played against, regardless of skill, has ever hit this many whites on me. It's just never happened. And I'm not like an incredibly good defender or anything. People get plenty of open shots on me, and they miss plenty of open whites. Like, so I just don't understand. Like, it's not that I don't believe you. It's that it's like hard for me to believe because of my own experiences and the experiences of other people that I've played against. I'm using meter. Maybe it's a meter thing. I've been watching a few sweaty streamers, and even 1 or 2 whites going in for their opponent, and they go ballistic. Yeah, maybe it's a meter thing, but like, yeah, no, I mean, I believe you. Trust me. I'm not trying to say that I don't believe you or anything of that nature. But it's crazy because I just like haven't experienced this thing, man. Like, it's been like a very uncommon thing for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Hell yeah, we got Calvin Murphy, dog. Let's take a look at Calvin Murphy. Let's take a look at this man. Oh, speaking of which, I want to talk about something that pissed me the fuck off before I started stream. Oh my god, it made me super angry. Oh. I had gotten which I just realized, the one thing that makes me mad is like you have to go and equip balls for every goddamn team. So like if you're just trying to play triple threat, like you literally have to go equip the balls or else it won't register. Super annoying. And how I figured this out, specifically because I haven't gotten that many prize balls this year, is I had been using an amethyst prize ball and I'd put it on my main squad and I was playing a bunch of triple threat and stuff, trying to finish it out. And, or I forgot what I was playing, challenges, I think. Something, doesn't matter. Trying to finish it out, and I ended up getting everything done, and I ended up getting some packs. Now, what happened is because I didn't open the prize ball, I got the amethyst prize ball from collecting 150 cards and had to quick sell it for 75 MT. And I was beyond pissed, dude. I was so mad. This is right before I started off stream, so I got really upset. Okay, so every exhibition still has like multiple hours. That's kind of ass. Dude, I was so pissed. That's so annoying. The fact that we can't stack is crazy. 5-9. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Sorry, I got distracted with my anger. I got Tom Gugliotta. Did I tell you guys that? I don't even remember. So we still need Kyrie. We still need Zerbiak. I'll have in 2 games, so that's not really an issue. Still need Randall. I forgot I still need him. Still need Wesley. Still need Ryder. Still need Bowen. Still need Franz Wagner, but I do have enough tokens to get him or Dale Griffith. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. I probably don't get him, but maybe I do. We'll see, I guess. Oh yeah, I got Chris Paul. I forgot I got CP3. That's cool. Probably won't use him, but I got him. That's cool. I still haven't gotten John Collins yet. Still haven't gotten Jordan Poole or Kristaps. Just due to laziness, really. I only have 3 Cookin cards. I forgot I did all that work for that free pack I got Seth Curry. That shit pissed me off. I was super upset. Okay, Calvin Murphy, dog. Hell yeah. 5'9", 43-pointer, dog. Sick. 95 ball handle. 94 speed, I guess. All right, I know we're in the stage when like people should be realistic, but come on, man. Just let Calvin Murphy shoot fucking 3-pointers, bro. Like, just give him at least like an 80. Who cares? He's 5'9". Literally, he's 5'9". Just let him shoot 3-pointers, man. This has been the best day ever. I don't get why I'm so happy about 2K doing this. I think it's because you feel vindicated. Like, I hate that. I've lost 4 to 5 prize balls from exhibitions that way. I've seen whites go in park when people are wide open, not as much as my team, though. I even played superstar difficulty and still had white going. Yeah, but I mean, like a couple whites going in, it's fine. That's okay. I'm on an island here, and people will argue, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if out of an entire unlimited game, if 2 or 3 whites go in, that's not a problem, in my opinion. I don't think that's a problem. I think that's okay. Like, that's my own personal opinion. I just think it's okay. Oh shit, bro! I didn't even know. Joey, you still in the chat, bro? How you doing out here? New York is fucking flooding, dog. This is crazy, bro. Please, for the love of God, if you live in New York City, do not swim in the goddamn subway. Okay? Let me explain a variety of reasons not to do this. A, that water is fucking disgusting, right? Rodent feces, trash, who knows? Probably Ebola. Who knows what's in there, right? Reason number 3, electricity, okay? You don't know what electrical wires are exposed. You don't know any of these things. It's the New York subway system. It's not the most well taken care of thing in the world. Please, please, and more please, do not, for the love of God, swim in the subway water. Street water, still bad. I wouldn't advise swimming in that, but sure, why not? If you want to go do it, okay. But subway water, no. Also, don't drive your car through the goddamn flood waters. Like, holy shit, please don't. I think white's going in sometimes when you wide open. It's just fine. I'm with you, yeah. Every basket that is made in NBA isn't a perfect release. Exactly, so yeah. I got my first holo today. Emerald Curry, no. He's too short? Yeah, but he plays better than his height. Yeah, I think white's going in is okay. Like I said, I'm mostly on an island there with that take. But I really... Dude, did I get Bol? Hell yeah, I did. Sick. But yeah, I think it's not really the end of the world at the end of the day. I think it makes sense. I think it's good for balancing purposes if the occasional white goes in. That's just my own opinion. It doesn't have to be green or miss. Like, it doesn't. Playing at Hall of Fame is honestly horrific most of the time. Like, it's just boring as shit. I hate it. It's all stagnant. It all relies very heavily on exploits. Like, let's keep it real, you know. So it's just annoying. Plus, for sure, guaranteed, if you play it on Hall of Fame difficulty, the team with the better team, so to speak, is going to win 95% of the time if you're playing it on Hall of Fame, which a lot of the people complaining about whites going in, they absolutely want that to be the case. So... Dre or Jabari? I would run Dre over Jabari, personally, especially if you have the duo. If you don't, you could make the case. I would still run Dre, though. Just pulled Mullen from Free Pack. Hell yeah. Ice Poseidon is coming to my state, Western Australia, and I'm hosting him at a club for clout. Oh, god damn, dude. What a rough situation you got going on. That man's been getting in a lot of trouble in Australia. I never watched him before. I've never been a fan of IRL streaming. I just feel like it's real cringe. No Money Spent is dead. DBG is right. I mean, sort of. It's dead in the state that we knew it. I'm running No Money Spent right now, sort of. I mean, obviously I bought the Pro Pass. I'm very open about that. But it's the only thing I've purchased. I have 400,000 MT. I'm just kind of vibing. I don't really care. I think No Money Spent in the sense of like JD crossover, being able to be completely no money spent and having a cajillion MT in every good card in the game, that is dead for sure. Is No Money Spent dead? Like just being able to play the game without spending money? No, not necessarily. So, you know, I have Dre and I have enough MT for Curry. Should I do it or not? I don't think so because I feel like you're better off saving your MT that you would spend on Curry and just spending it on another card that comes out in packs, realistically. Or just honestly grabbing AD. I will keep playing, but it's done. Yeah, it's done in the sense. Even Moseball speaking out against what 2K did, he made a video. Oh, I agree. Yeah. Steph is him. I saw someone drop 40 with him in salary cap. Yeah, I mean, Steph's good. Do not get it twisted. You guys know, asking me if you should buy cards at this stage is never it's never the best idea because I'm so adamant to not spend on cards at this stage because it's there's nothing to really compete for, and I just kind of feel like it's a waste of MT, so to speak. So how close am I to getting this fucking guy? I gotta be close, right? I need 3 more cooking points, 75 assists with Ruby and up players over multiple games, and 50 fast break points. Okay. So let's go to manage. Let's go to, no, not the cap team, the vid team. Yeah. Let's put my amethyst prize ball on here. All right, so I need a Ruby and up player. Yo, let's use Calvin Murphy. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go play a quick match basically. So I'm just gonna score 25 points with cooking players. Let's get Ray Allen in there. Who's the other cooking guy I have? Oh, Seth Curry. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Let's get it, dude. Where's Seth Curry at? Let's get him in there. Is he a point guard? Is he a standard point guard? He might be. He is. Wow. Okay, I guess he's running my... No, he's not running my point guard. He's running my... There we go. Who's my small forward for this horrific game that we're about to play? Corver. Yeah, Corver. Power forward. Where's my boy? LaFonso Ellis, center. Absolutely. Smokeem Noah. For sure. Off the bench. I need to score fast break points and assist with rubies is what I need to do. So, no, not Tim Hardaway. Where's my boy Chris Paul? Chris Paul, yep. And then Matt Barnes can come through and get some minutes. It doesn't particularly matter who else I run, honestly. Matt Barnes, Jordan Walsh at power forward and center. Let's just go with dude. Does Rick Mulhorn make some squad or no? He doesn't. Let's go Bargnani. All right, this is looking good. Tiago Splitter is probably gonna start over Bargnani because that's just the type of shit they do to me all the time. There we go. Okay. Craig Hodges. Yeah, because I'm just gonna play the one of the challenges and try to get it done. I'm gonna pee real quick though. I won't be able to keep up. Yeah, no, I agree. No, like I said, it's gonna be dead in the sense of what we knew. You know what's wild? I spent $200 so far on cards, but most balls nobody's spending. He has more than twice as many cards as me. Damn. I have Lillard from pre-order. Nice. Why didn't you use hot sauce? What do you mean? I've been using. Kyle Korver doesn't leave the lineup. My man does not leave the lineup ever. It's 10 hours a day, yeah. Heard you hosted a guy who has a Twitter Spaces podcast. Heard you hosted a guy who has a Twitter Spaces podcast. Hosted, what does that mean? A legend. Oh, you're talking about Tim? Yo, the homie Tim? Yo, Tim is a vaulted member of this community. What do you mean? Yeah, are you talking about other Tim? Oh, Twitch raid? Yeah, Tim, bro. Of course. I raid Tim all the time. That's the homie, dude. What do you mean? All right, I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Ads. I don't understand why Ty hates on Korver. Well, I mean, Ty's all about defense, and Kyle Korver plays the worst defense humanly possible. Oh yeah, that's the homie Tim. For sure. I mean, I raid people all the time, like just on Twitch, just for fun. Like, that's why I always tell people, like, if I raid somebody and they say something problematic, that's not on me, dude. Okay. The reason I say that is because I will occasionally look for people with 2 or 3 viewers and just raid them to be a nice person. I can't control. If I don't know who they are, I can't control what fucked up things they say. Yeah, he's all about defense. I think what Ty really is saying is that it's annoying how many people hype Korver like he's the second coming of Jesus, when he's actually just like not really the greatest. He's like pretty good for like what you're able to get, you know? God, I still gotta wait so long, 11 minutes only to get 525 NT. So I think that's kind of what he's more saying, because I agree with him to a certain point. But Korver is fantastic for offline parameters, though. Like, there's no way around it, you know? He's a very fun, very solid card overall. Burps. Yeah, scored 25 points with Cookin players, so Ray Allen's about to eat. Calvin Murphy's out here getting some assists. Maybe he plays a lot of salary cap and unlimited. I don't know, but he has a lot of cards. I have like 300 right now. Yeah, he probably does. I don't know. It's a good question. It's hard to really, you know, kind of understand what somebody's able to accomplish, you know? All right. Is that AD again? Damn, dude. I cannot escape this fucking Anthony Davis card, no matter how hard I try, man. Fonzo Ellis? No. Okay. We need, where's Ray Allen at? Yo, look at Calvin. Look at little Calvin out here, dog. Looking like Mike. Let's go. Splash. Calvin Dubs. Assist. Look at Calvin, dude. Look at Calvin Murphy. Oh, my God, yo. No way. Against the legend Jalen Brunson? Oh, Calvin Murphy. Let's go. Yo, stick defense, boy. Calvin Murphy is an everyman. This is what your average dude who hoops at the Y and thinks he can beat Scalabrini looks like. Not on Kyle Korver. Boards. Give it to Calvin Murphy. Hell yeah. Korver. Splash. He likes JK, which I agree. If you didn't have my point guard, I would use him. DY enthusiast. Plays hella defense. Yeah. I've thought about buying Jason Kidd a few different times, but I'm waiting for a Murray card. Like, I'm literally waiting for a Murray. Like, Murray is the guy that I want really bad, because that dude is looking good this year. Where's Kyle Korver at? No, not Kyle Korver. Sorry. Where's Ray Allen at? I forgot what slow, terrible three-point shooter. Give me the fucking ball. There it is. Cash. Or not. 2K saw that we enjoyed 4K packs and says, Smokes, let's go. Yeah, they did kind of Ricky us heavy on that. And DeJounte Murray is going to be a card that I'm really interested in. Like, that's somebody I want really bad, actually. All right. Ray Allen, splash from the corner. Hell yeah. Like, that's a card I'm very excited about. There's a lot of cards I'm, like, actually excited to get at some point, you know? There we go. Oh, Calvin Murphy. Ooh, shake him, Calvin. There we go. Oh, big Calvin with the dimes, dog. That's what I'm talking about. Can I get off 16 three-point shots and score 31 points? So maybe, just maybe, I don't have to see this fucking little thing pop up on the corner for Jordan Poole every time I try to do anything. That would be ideal. Oh, yeah. Is that a fast break point? I don't know. Let's see. Cash. Hell yeah, it is. Hoops at the Y and thinks he can school Scalabrini is wild. The fucked up thing is we all know at least one guy who goes to, like, Peak Fitness and, like, plays in, like, not an official adult rec league, but, like, an adult rec league adjacent situation, and they swear to God that they can hoop against NBA superstars. Not even NBA superstars, NBA scrubs, I should say. Jamal Murray. No, DeJounte Murray. They only did that price because no Amis. I knew they were going to be once the Amis got in there. Yeah. I mean, I figured they were going to raise it, but damn, 21,000 is crazy. Wait, did I just realize? Did they put me against Calvin Murphy? They added a Calvin Murphy. What? I can't even get a Calvin Murphy versus anyone else matchup. They had to put Calvin Murphy in here too. That's some hater shit. Oh my god. They just don't want me to have fun. Truly. Oh, that's whack, dude. I'm mad as hell about that. That's the thing I'm mad about right now. Like, that's insane. That's not DeJounte, dude. DeJounte's looking good. Player build's a lot better this year. Jump shot looks clean. He looks relatively beast mode. Like, looks pretty big. Looks about as big as Ray Allen, honestly. It looks bigger than Ray Allen, actually. Which he's technically an inch shorter. So DeJounte's going to be good, dude. I'm excited for him. There we go. I like it. I like what's happening here. I can't wait for the first Bender and Tim Thomas. God, they're going to be so expensive, man. I'm really upset that they matched me up with another Calvin Murphy. Like, come on, man. That's so whack. Just let me have my little hilarious matchup against Calvin Murphy versus like a regular size point guard. Why you got to do me like that, you know? That really sapped the fun out of this game that I'm playing. Shoot that over Aldridge. Hell yeah. You Aldridge. Take that. I'm just going to try to get 31 points with Ray Allen so I can just get Jordan Poole, so I can stop seeing Jordan Poole's like little challenge pop up anytime I miss a three-pointer. It really just makes me feel bad, honestly. There you go, LaFonso. Dude, get that shit to Calvin Murphy, bro. Calvin Murphy is the catalyst of this offense. All right. No, can you... Ray Allen. Thank you. I don't know under what circumstance you think posting up is going to help me at all, but, like... There you go. Good shit. We've shot 9 3-pointers. This would be the perfect year to bring in a parallel system like MLB has. Yeah, a parallel system would actually be good, too, if I could raise up Ray Allen and make him better by just, like, using him and stuff. That would be really cool. 2K would never, though, because they like to sell insane amounts of versions of the same card, which, like, MLB The Show kind of does that, too, and the parallel system doesn't seem to affect that, so... I don't think it would really affect 2K. These are just things that they could do that don't really affect their game or sales, but could like raise public perception that they just don't do. It's weird. Good shot. Honestly love the precision passer badge. I think it's just going to make Jokic Magic cards play better, more realistic than ever. Yeah, they've done things that I think definitely improve the gameplay, but then they've just made the game so ass. Like in other aspects and other like facets that it's, I don't know. But yeah, I agree with that for sure. I 100%. Somebody just put some hearts out there. Appreciate you. That's what's up. Oh, get it, Ray Allen. Calvin Murphy is a dimer, bro. Like, there's just no way around it. Bow beneath the feet of Calvin Murphy. Like, fucking love that, dude. Calvin Murphy. Shout out to all my short kings, bro. Calvin Murphy should give you hope. If you're 5'9", well, first off, if you're 5'9", I guarantee you tell everyone you're 5'10" or 5'11". Like, there's just no way around it. Because I know a lot of guys who are 5'8" and 5'9", and they will always insist they're almost 6 foot tall. It's kind of like how, like, majority of people you meet that are from, like, Schaumburg, Illinois, will swear to God they're from, like, the south side of Chicago, when they're not. Like, you're not, dude. You know, that's like... Does that happen in New York? Anybody from, like, another large metropolitan area? Do people from the suburbs of that area often claim to be from the city that's near them for, like, flex purposes? Like, does that happen often or what? Because I don't think it's a uniquely Chicago thing, but I think it's, like, really prevalent in Chicago, dude. There it is. Ray Allen. Clicking his heels like fucking Dorothy, dude. Splashing. Got a car, sell it. Have a house, sell it. Have silverware, sell it. All thinking about Gary V. Oh my God, you fucking his ass, dude. You working at the airport yet? No, I'm not working at the airport. It's not like that. I'm in TSA. You know, that would be sick, honestly. I would hassle people all day. I could never be a TSA official. I would make people living lives hell. Especially like business class people. I'd be like, oh, look at you with your first class tickets. I'm going to fuck your day up. People literally do it here in Ohio. So I can imagine they do it for actual big cities. Grew up in Schaumburg, catching strays. There's nothing wrong with Schaumburg, but a lot of people I do from Schaumburg claim to be from Chicago. And I'm like, sir, come on, man. Come on, man. You're talking like you're from King Von's block, and you're definitely not, for sure. So, yeah, dude, no, you got first class tickets. You're getting hassled for sure, 100%. The contest system is AIDS. Agreed. Yeah, this is why I could never be TSA. Honestly, I could never be a cop either. I would be like a crooked cop, but only towards like people who deserve it. You know, people with money. I would be a crooked cop towards anyone with money. Like, and not money like you think. Like a rich drug dealer guy. I probably would leave him alone, honestly. I don't really care. But investment banker, oh boy, you're getting pulled over all the time. I am finding whatever upper you have in your car, and I'm going to bother you about it. I would. Like a Robin Hood type cop, you know? That'd be cool. I'm from near Boston. So many people from here say they're from Boston for clout. Yeah, okay. All right, so this isn't like a uniquely Chicago, Illinois thing. This just is, it happens everywhere. Get it, Kyle Korver. Yo, where's my boy? Yeah, thank you. Go get open. Ray Allen, thank you. Good shot. I like how I just have to, oh, we're done. I can shoot with Kyle Korver and stuff now. Okay, you didn't need to foul him like that. It's all good. Good old 2K, man. I haven't gotten a single championship ring this entire season. And I don't know if I ever will, honestly. I don't. Well done. I gotta bookmark this. This is a good tweet. Let's go ahead and bookmark that. Making fun of white kids rapping like Playboy Cardi is a fun tweet. I like that. Look at Smokey Noah out here, dude, getting his assist on too. Fuck yeah, cash. That's what we like to see. It costs like $500 to $550 for first class tickets round trip. Not bad considering you get what you want in first class. Oh yeah, I don't think it's bad. And I would be very selective of my targeting of first class patrons. If I even get a whiff of you being an asshole and probably trying to like grope a stewardess, oh, you're getting fucking wrecked at the TSA line, let me tell you. Like, I'm fucking your whole day up. Oh, what's that? I don't know if this is a laptop or if this is an improvised device. I don't know. Better pull it all apart real quick. The best part, I think my favorite part about watching people get hassled by TSA is when you get those real, like, uppity business people and they're like, I will have your badge. Like, they'll talk about getting you fired. Like, you can do anything to TSA. Like, bro, you can't do shit to them, dude. They can violate your rights as much as humanly possible. You're just not used to having your rights violated, you know? That's what's happening. Some of us are used to that. All right, let's get Chris Paul in there. But TSA can basically do whatever they want to at any time. If they want to, like, pull you to the side and stick fingers in their, like, butt, they can do that. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, man. They have ungovernable power. Like, deal with it. Shout out 9/11 for that. Like, I've only ever been pulled aside by TSA one time. Winning 4 out of 7 in unlimited, yeah. I was flying out of Dallas, Texas once, and this was a few years ago, so like 5 or 6 years ago. And we were flying out of Dallas, Texas, and I had a bunch of like dispensary clothing on, like because it was like right after I started. It wasn't a bunch of it. I just had a jacket on that was like MedMart dispensary or whatever. And the dude behind me in the TSA line had smoked at least, I would say, rough estimate, 4 to 5 blunts before hopping on the fucking airplane. And he reeked, dude. And so TSA targeted me directly, based solely on my outfit. And I had like a ratty backpack because I'm cheap as hell. Like, I'm not going to throw away anything until it's like about to fall apart. So I had like this ratty ass backpack I didn't care about. So I'm not going to bring my nice backpack on the airplane. Fuck that, you know? So they pulled me aside and they're like going through my bag. And then I had like a big baggie of like this protein mixed shit that was like green. And they were like asking me about it and like asking me what it was. So I had to like Google it and explain it to the TSA officer. Ended up giving him like recommendations on where to buy it. It was like a whole thing. Yeah, it was interesting, let me say. Good steal, brother. Ooh, Lafonso. Good shot, damn. But yeah, you get it by winning 4 out of 7 in Unlimited. But yeah, that's my only experience with TSA. Usually they fuck with me. Oh, when I flew out of New York last year, I flew out of LaGuardia, not JFK. So I flew out of LaGuardia and they had me stopped. What did they stop me for? I don't remember what they stopped me for, but I was shook, dog. Like, I don't even know why. I didn't have anything on me. But they were just hella serious about it. So I was just like hella shook. And, you know, we're in New York, bro. That's like where you don't fuck around with TSA. They're the most aggressive, right? So, and then it was something stupid. I think it was like a bar of soap or something. Like, I don't remember what it was, but it was really dumb. And I was just like, damn, y'all came at me all aggressive. It was some super aggressive Dominican lady, bro. Dude, the fear of God was put into me. I was like, man. Because I'm sitting there and I'm like, do I have anything in my bag? Like, I feel like I don't. Because, like, I had bought some weed from some random guy in New York because it's, like, legal. And by the way, before you say, dude, you should have hit me up while you were in New York, I could have gotten you good weed. I wanted mid. I was there for mid. There was no point. If I was going to buy, I wanted real New York mid, dog. Like, that's what I wanted. I got what I asked for, you know? I've told the story. I asked the guy directly. Like, he said I got loud for sale, and I asked him directly, like, do you have mid? I want mid. And he, like, literally thought I was fucking with him. So I was like, dude, did it, like, some of it still remain in my bag? Like, what's going on? Like, why is this dude tripping on me, man? And this, like, lady, the lady was really scary. It was, like, a Dominican lady, dude. She looked like she took her job super serious. Looked like she was about to take some transgressions from her home life out on me. And then it ended up being fine. But, like, I was shook. I was like, dude, did I leave some of this in my bag? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's tripping, man. It's kind of like when you deal with, like, a cop, dude. It's like, even if you know you didn't do anything wrong, you still think, like, could they think I have done something wrong? And will I be fucked for that? That's, like, a terrifying feeling. And anybody who, like, overly supports, like, police officers, like, and thinks they don't do anything wrong, like, when you get pulled over, do you still become afraid even if you've done nothing wrong? Because that shit, that's a problem. Like, I don't get afraid when a fireman pulls up to my house. Like, if I saw a fireman outside of my house, I wouldn't be afraid. I would be like, oh, what's up, dude? What are you doing? If I see an EMT pull up, I'm not afraid. I'm just like, why are you here? I see a cop pull up, I think I'm going to be shot. That's not a good sign. Or I'm going to get arrested. It's like a whole thing, even if I've done nothing wrong. That's terrifying. That sucks. That's how I feel about TSA, too. Like, why do I feel so afraid? I have done nothing wrong. You can keep trying if you don't get it. Just need to get 4 wins in the box. It erases the last one on there when the box is full. I was there for the mid. I was 100% there for the mid. I was there for real USDA organic New York mid-grade. That's why I was there. I was there for no other reason. Couldn't be any other reason but the mid, you feel? I want to look at Hakeem, right? Because I'm seeing people say that Hakeem boxes Shaq. And I'm actually curious about it. I just want to look at Hakeem's stats. I haven't really looked at him. 63. Dude, by the way, Hakeem's player build. Dude, this year, huge, bro. Absolutely massive player build. Like, gigantic. He looks bigger than he's ever looked. Straight away. I mean, the 63 speed is suspect, a 75 vertical, but it's that player build. The player build is huge, man. And 99 contest shot tendency, 99 block shot tendency. 78 mid is good enough. He's got the Vucevic release, which actually isn't that bad. If you've shot with Brian Reeves or Vucevic, it's easy to green, just a little bit slow. Do you miss Friday Limited going for the ring? No, but kinda also. I think I miss the ritual of it, but I don't necessarily miss it. Does that make sense? Like, I miss the ritual of it, though. That I can say. I like salary cap. I prefer salary cap over limited. Like, if one had to be there instead of the other, I would choose salary over limited for sure. Do I like what they did with limited or with unlimited? Bringing that to be the ring mode? No. I think I'm just over the ring type modes, and I feel like a lot of that has to do with how much I dislike limited towards the end, actually. So, got a deluxe slasher pack. Okay. What do we got? NBA Series 1, logo award pack. Hooray. Jordan Poole, finally. Oh my god. 21 current series. Last thing, dude. I need to get 12 more assists with Ruby and up players over multiple games, and that we will complete when we stream on Twitch later on. So that's going to be fun. It's the last thing I have to do before I start rage-inducingly playing Unlimited. So happy Friday, by the way. I just realized. Got Zach LaVine. Look at Tom Thibodeau, dude, and his divorced dad arc. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right. What do we got? Kyrie. Nice. Deluxe. I still haven't got a Hoth badge from any of these. I miss Limited, to be honest. It was my favorite mode in 2K22. Yeah, you didn't play 2K23, though. They made it so bad in 23. Like, it was actually horrendous. Like, I don't... It is what it is, man. All right. Anyways, I'm going to get off now. I got some stuff to do in the afternoon. I will be live again later, so I appreciate everybody who came to hang out for a little bit. You know, especially the average view duration of 21 minutes. That's pretty cool. Shout out to anybody who donated. That's pretty cool stuff. You want to support your boy in his time of need. There's a donation link up there. You don't have to. I'm not going to judge you. Shout out to Moneymaker for the super chat. Appreciate that. It's really hella cool. And I'll be back later with another stream over on Twitch. So I appreciate y'all for sure. Shout out to everybody who's in here. I don't want to go through individually, but like shout out to you. I notice all you guys. You know what I mean? Peace out, man.